to see clearly the way that love could be when you are not with me. I had to leave. I had to leave. I had to leave. Come on, Maxwell, tell them. Come on, let them pretty wings fly. How you doing? Have a pajama Jimmy Jam. Now y'all know one thing I wasn't gonna miss is this here thing called the pajama Jimmy Jam. Now y'all, my eye is a little off today, so somebody might say it look a little gray. I don't know. Looks kind of clear right now, but it keeps googie googing, so we gonna take it. Howdy, black church is in the building. I was in the church. I came in late, y'all. Y'all saw me creeping through the church. Did y'all see me? I came through. I was out in the parking lot. I was out in that parking lot. Y'all know you got to sell t-shirts in the church. You got to. You got to. It ain't a church. If I'm there, I'm selling t-shirts in the church. I say, what's the sermon? You know, they put the sermon out on the board. As soon as I see the sermon, I make a t-shirt. And I'm selling the shirt outside the church. Tabernacle. Angie says, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? That's right. Put that crown on. Don't take it off for nobody. And the moment somebody tell you ain't got a crown on, put your head down and ram them with the thorns coming, the spikes. You know, get them with that part of your crown. Just get it. Because see, one thing about me is no matter what they say, I'm doing it in the crown. I'm doing it in the crown. I know what you're doing in there. You doing it with some Crown Royal? Y'all got Burger King crowns? Because I got a real crown. I got a crown so much, even when you diss me, y'all talking about the crown. Say that, that's a crown. How dare her? Her and her couch. They jumping on my couch. Where Rick James at? Rest in peace. Where he at? They jumping on my couch. He saying, F your couch. They should have never gave that half a stream yard. They screaming it. They screaming it. That's right. I'm back. I'm fighting for all of us. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. But now that fight, y'all think, that fight over. I ain't got time for scratches. They got box cutters, honey. I'm putting Vaseline on my face. I'm letting these licks slide right off me. I'm giving y'all skills out here. Hey, dreamsicle, how you doing? Happy pajama jamma shine. How you doing, corners? Mama always see you. I always catch you up in them corners. I see you. I see you. And let me tell y'all something. Let me just, since we're here, Chantel, how you doing? Prayers to your sisters. Send love and prayers to your sisters. Send love and prayers to your kings, to these brothers. We got to uplift each other. We didn't just come in each other's presence to pass the shits around. You know what I'm saying? Are we passing around viruses? I need to know what we're doing. Because if not, let's give something. Let's support each other. Let's send something to each other. That make you a saint. I'm human. I am but flesh. I'm nothing else. You want me to be something else? I'm sorry. I'm just me. Just that. But I want to send some love. Mari, how you doing? How you doing? I love seeing your name. You know, I got a Mari in my family. My snuggles. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? So like I said, one thing y'all never going to get out of me is me sitting here trying to make y'all make choices. And it's so funny because I let my music guide me. And I usually just play playlists that I know. You know, my playlist. I don't go into my free music because it can take me everywhere while I'm talking to y'all. But like even right now, the song that just literally came into my ears is How to Save a Life. And when I was sitting back 3 years ago and honestly watching this stuff go down during a pandemic, all I thought was, we got to save a life. And I even came up in here and told y'all that one of the content creators I was close to during that time took their life because of these pressures of the world. Because we can't just put things on one thing. But I just told y'all then I'll never stand somewhere and do that. And I've sat over here thinking that if you come real, you'll get real. And that's fine. But I'm also sitting in the midst of some storms I would never be a part of. I'm sitting in places handling business, not like a boss, but just like the people that I don't like what they're doing. I can't do that no more. I'm not telling nobody to choose. I'm not saying nobody's better or worse, but I'm also saying that like right is right and wrong is wrong. And I'm also saying like all this separate ain't never gonna fix nothing. So that was what I was saying. So when I said I'm gonna take a break, my break is from that circle of hatred that is doing what they begging not to be done and being who they swear they can't stand. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to sit with people who think it's okay because I like you that you did something that hurt a bunch of people. And I'm only okay. I don't really like you. I just like what you could do that is nasty, like what I'm doing. I don't want to do that. I don't. I just don't. I don't want to remind all these women that think women ain't shit, that women ain't shit. Like, I don't want to be a part of that. And then people say, well, Danny, I'm going to speak up when people talk about me. You should. You shouldn't let nobody dog and disrespect you, control, and you shouldn't let nobody do that. But you should also be able to tell the people that you think you're cool with, hey, that's wrong. I don't agree with that. So know if you're doing that, just so you know, I don't stand with that. Now, I'm going to sit here and support it just because I support you so much, right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm just cheerleading. Because whether we want to say nothing, I thought about it. I'm a part of it. So it don't matter if I never did this stuff these people did. They not making justice. I mean, come on. It's some people over here that so-called been trying to take down, that should be gone. Not because of the takedown culture, but because we saying, I don't stand for this. Okay? Get into it. Check us. Tell us what they did wrong so we can know. But this ain't checking. This ain't checking. I mean, come on. Y'all done had 8,000 DCFS calls. But the police still, or the caseworkers still ain't noticed that y'all neglecting y'all kids. Y'all sit online and make threats, but yet nobody's seen to notice that their threats were made. Y'all got people going home crying about other people, not even about what's going on with them. It's all these people fighting for people because you want to save them. They don't want to save themselves. And let me tell you something, you can't be Captain Sabo because they got to want to be saved. They gotta want to be okay. That's what I ain't gonna save nobody. Because one thing I know about when you're in the dark, you gotta want to turn on the light. You gotta see the light. Because when I was in the dark, the light hurt my eyes. So you know what I did? I put on sunglasses. I cut the lights out. Because I thought, you know what? All that doing this, trying to see, I ain't want to do it. I didn't want to see. I saw what I needed to see. And that's all I could see. And that don't mean everybody think like that, but I just know at the end of the night, like, man, like I said, I ain't never fought with nobody for years. I've disliked people for years, and I still dislike them. I don't converse with them. I don't kick it with them. I don't talk about them good or bad. I don't think about them. I don't laugh and get excited when they downfall. I don't. And I let everybody know. Don't even tell me about them because I don't care. Not let's talk about them all day because I hate them so much. And I'll tell you, I ain't never hate watching nobody. I watch to get informed. I watch to see what you're gonna say out your own mouth. I watch to see how many people who was just saying you was wrong gonna come up over here and say you right. I watch to see if any of your subscribers that really love you are gonna tell you stop. You're better than this, or they gonna encourage you. I just watch to see that. That's it. I don't like gossip. I like to see it. I don't know about y'all. I like to do the review after I saw the show. I like to watch anybody's review, but I want to see it too because I want to see, are we thinking the same? Did you notice something I didn't notice? Not just you told me and I go off what you said. Come on. So like I was saying, I'm not going to do that with nobody. You know, I'm not. I'm not going to excuse or minimize racism, abuse, and bullying. I'm not going to just pretend like, okay, they bullying you. Oh, I know why you bullying back because they bullying you, but I'm still bullying. That's like saying I steal because people stole from me. I'm mean because people was mean to me. Everybody gonna say that that's the reason they doing it. I lie because you lied to me. I cheated because you cheated on me. But you know when we do it that way, it's tit for tat forever. Forever. You ain't never gonna stop. It's not gonna stop because they ain't gonna stop. They ain't gonna stop. So that's all I'm saying. So what I took a break from, I can't do that. Why the hell I want to talk about yikes forever? Just so we can talk about it? Okay? We done talking about it? What's happening? Then I just said this yesterday to Terry Lynn. I said, everybody been coming for yikes for years. What he got? Has he even got suspended? She said, yeah, he got suspended. From what? What? Did he get a C with suspension? Where I can still be doing shit and bullying while I'm doing it? What are we doing? But then y'all will be like, Rio has said some of the most heinous stuff. You right. Show you right. Roadhog too. John too. Amber too. Why they still here? Did Rio have a recipe to get them down? Because they've all said some of the most heinous things I've ever heard a human say to another human who didn't take somebody's life they know. Come on, stop me. But let me see the worst. He's just as bad as the rest of them. Was he being racist to white women? Well, many will say you can't be racist to your oppressor, but he was because none of them were attacking him racially. I'll agree. It was racial. So is John. Amber. She has played games with the race, but it's still an attack on a race. Muzz, he attacked me and my whole race with knowledge about my race. Girl, tell me about the Caucasus Mountains. Don't become telling me about my place. Okay? Tell me about that. Teach us, please. But that's okay. That's what I said. They got nosy down. Yeah, everybody got a way to get somebody. But these cats. Then they sit in chats with people and say, oh, well, I understand why you did it. I still love you if you did it. Girl, no, I don't. I'm checking you if you did it. Because if I walk into any chat and they in there disrespecting racially another race, I ain't with that. Because I know it's somebody I love in that race that's not what you're saying. Period. Not because I want to be that race, because I'm inferior to that race. Because I'm respecting everybody as a human being. If you're not doing that to me or to somebody, first of all, I'm a minority. If you talking about one of them, you talking about all of us. All of us. Okay? You don't think no better of my minority than that one. So I'm no fool about they hate the Mexicans. Let's talk about them together. Hate is hate is hate. It ain't no better. Sorry, not sorry. Don't be telling me you a defensor to the women as you degrade women. Because let me tell y'all, if I'm degrading women, I'm going to tell you is I don't give a damn about them bitches. And so what I will do is if you that chick, you that chick. I don't want to hear about the chick messing with you if you that chick. I don't. But when you that boss B and you really standing on it, you really doing something, and you picking up those women that are falling in the trap you doing, then I got respect for you. Because like I said, daddy don't go to the beef. Let me tell you something. I done been to beef sectors that done way worse shit. But at least they saying that's what I'm doing. They told you it's a beef sector. You want beef? We got every cut. So I don't say nothing. But people over here swear they want peace. They swear they came to talk about shows. They swear they about justice. They swear they about equality. They swear. So wait, time out. You can't be about that and be with this. Get off the fence. Which side you're riding? Because I know what side I'm riding. I know I'm about that life. I know I will stand up. I know I don't play those games. So I don't have to fight no more like that. I don't. And like I said, even in my worst fighting days, I don't fight no half of the moms. None. Definitely not no skank trifling, ain't doing nothing for her kid, cheating on her husband. No, that definitely if I'm arguing with. If I'm gonna do anything and we gonna call it wasting time, I'm gonna pray for this effort. Pray she get it together before she ruin it all for everybody around her. I'm gonna pray one day the light of her children gonna shine in her eyes, and she don't have to look up one day and realize what she did to them. Like most of us as mothers have to see later as we was developing while we were still mothers. And to all my mothers out here with children under 18, it's going to be real hard one day to say how good the world is as you proven it's so bad you can't even come out of it without being as bad as it. So remember that. Because when my kids were young, that anger of knowing what the world was and fighting like that is one of the reasons why they hold so much anger toward the world. Because I taught it to them. But I'm woman enough to see my own mistakes and know you ain't winning, G. You ain't winning. And so y'all tell me y'all such great people. Y'all tell me y'all such warriors. But you ain't even fighting for your real battlefield. Should nobody, my home is my safe haven. You come to my home for what? The whole government even tells me to protect my home. The world tells me to protect my home. How y'all up on here kicking up dust and y'all making y'all home the most unsafe place? Y'all looking out windows. Y'all watching cars go by. Girl, a car could pull up right now with somebody yelling outside Danielle's name. I wouldn't be worried about it. I think they must be coming to get me for a party. Because I'm not worried about none of that. I'm not. I'm not. But y'all swear y'all so scared, but I'm so scared I'm doing it. That'd be like scared of swimming and jumping into 16 feet of water with not so much as a life jacket on it, then telling me you was worried about touching the bottom because you can't swim. Girl, it sounded like you was looking for the bottom. It sounded like you were heading for the bottom. But that's just in my opinion. Virgie C. How you doing? Says, how you doing? Is that in my opinion? So like you say, break. I'm not these YouTube. I'm not. I told you first of all, nobody didn't start my channel. They can't make me shut it down. But I will break for my mental because I want all. I would I tell you all the time. Sometimes you got to take a break. I want to hear that one day you didn't come on this thing at all for no reason, not because you were so booked and busy, but because you just chose to just live and you didn't even think about it. Because I'm trust me, they gonna still be. Some of these people gonna be still talking about the same stuff next year, girl. You can literally leave here for a year and come back, and they gonna still be talking about that same stuff, and still no resolution, girl. But new parts of the story. They're gonna be like, hold on, I forgot to tell you that such and such was involved too. How you forget they was involved in the text message? Spiky says that you're doing. You can't play in my face. Yeah, I can play in the rest of these people's face. I'm grown. Like, how you gonna be sitting somewhere talking about I ain't nothing, I ain't this, I'm on drugs, I ain't this, you glad I beat my husband, I do this, and then we ever sitting anywhere talking? Hmm. How could you be hanging with the people that showed the picture of my kid in their underwear and we ever anywhere talking? Hmm. Because what if one day my kid go by that video and see me staying crying about how you did this, and now one day I'm sitting there, you and me must never part, my key pots up. Ain't no mountain, ain't no sea. Keep these heifers away. Girl, I would never show my daughter that. I would never, I'd rather show my daughter, screw all these chicks than me showing my daughter, hold on. Look, if Sarah is mean to you, but friends with Julie, and Julie and Sarah fall out, go get up with Sarah. And y'all will take Julie down. Because one, I'm teaching my daughter that she's such half a woman, she got to go get another half-ass woman to come together and make a one woman. How about my daughter show Sarah how to ignore a heifer and keep it moving and know that this jealous skank gonna be watching every move I make, and even when I'm losing, she gonna swear I'm winning, even because I'm doing something she can't do, and that's standing who I am proud. I am able to say, girl, I could care less if you like me or not. I'm able to say, hey y'all, I love every subscriber I have, but honey, if you only here because somebody else told you to be here, I want to remind you it's 200 million mofos up in here that are subscribers. Remember that. And you have a choice. Let it be yours. If you don't want to watch somebody, don't. If you don't agree with somebody, you don't have to. But what you don't have to do neither is put your arm up anybody's anus and become, let them put it up yours and you become their puppet. Don't. I don't like a woman who can't think for herself now. I'm not worried about what the men doing because I'm a woman. But I love a strong woman who is strong enough that she understands even if people don't agree, I'm cool with what I believe and I can respect what they believe. Because see, when you respect yourself, I can respect that we don't agree because I know I'm not doing this to persuade you. I'm doing it because this is how I feel. This is how I see it. This is how I move. You know what I'm saying? That's how I move, period. And like I said, when I'm rocking with you, I protect anybody I'm rocking with. Derek, how you doing, King? I protect anybody I'm rocking with. And I'll always do things and say things to uplift because that's what we should be doing with each other. Man, if I just want to be in the presence of people who don't like me, it's easy to do that. Y'all, if I want to go somewhere and hear the N-word, they got sectors for the Klan. They got sectors that let you know they hate black people. I could go over there and fight with them. But I ain't coming in a sector that's telling me I don't look at color. I'm just here because we all like shows. But every time something happens, we know blacks and Mexicans, we think the worst of. What? And in a sector that is predominantly women that only abuse women. Ain't no men getting abused over here. Even John, as bad as John is, as much as people come on and talk about him, they ain't abusing him. Because as soon as they get hot on his butt, they make excuses. Oh, no, don't talk about his mommy, though. Oh, hold on. What about his doody doom boom? Oh, go. Boom, boom. They baby in the man. Boom, boom. Female, even when they friends with him, he ain't a racist. Then they ain't friends with him. He a racist. Did he become one the day after you stopped being friends, or did you just hear what people were saying the day after you stopped being friends? But these women, they holding each other accountable for everything, girl. Even the stuff they did. But none of these women that's got all this judgment looked in the mirror at what they done. They ain't went back and watched the video of what they said. That's what some of them be sitting there like, wait, I said that? Then all the new people want to act like the old stuff didn't happen. Well, Danny been watching all y'all for 3 years. I can tell y'all what everybody was doing. If they was doing on this internet, I can tell you what everybody was doing. I can tell you all the people that's friends and how they used to be the same skank stanks to each other. I can say it all. Not still didn't judge nobody. But everybody judging me. I love it. That must mean I'm doing something right. Because I damn sure ain't doing something wrong. But I had to step away from that, y'all. Amber Chick, how you doing? Says, how you doing? I love those who stand on what they saying. If you say, hey, my whole mesh, like, I can't knock it. When they was anti-Katie Joy, that's what they came to do. Stacey, how you doing? Says, they came to take a check out. She's still here. She's still here. They said, I ain't gonna stop talking about it ever though. And they do what they do, right? We know it. Say what you're doing. But don't tell me I can't hear to talk about shows. I ain't heard you talk about a show. Don't tell me I can't hear to save women who've been afraid that you talk about women and you sexually assault them. Please don't. I don't want to hear your pity party. I don't want to hear nothing about how sad you are, how you can't shake it, how you scared, how you this. Mm-mm. And if you tell me you've been that fade and you grabbing men for women, I'm really about to check you, chick. So to all you little chicks over here in this little, and I'm talking to the John Yikesers, all you little chicks who are degrading chicks like that, I'm on your bumper, boo. I'm on your bumper, boo. I'm on your bumper, boo. And when you go get your dudes who go get chicks, I'm going to go get my dudes who go get dudes. Stop. Stop yourself, sweetie. So like I said, I'm back. And I'm here to do what I came. And my mission was to prove the internet is a trifling place, but they can be safe places. And that could be dangerous place. If you want to go fight, go get into combat. Just like I tell people on the street, you really want to be bad and be fighting everybody, go out here and go fight for these young men's lives. Go out here and fight to get these cops to stop taking our young men's life. Go out here and fight to get these drugs up off your street. Go in there and fight to get new politicians in and get these old ones out the building. If you're not fighting like that, Joe, take your fight. And you just like the person who talking all that crap and don't vote. Missed me. So, like, y'all, sorry. I'm sorry. And all those who got offended, you're guilty. Mm-hmm. Like, where's the 90 day? Where's the love after lockup? Where's the anything? They not even, Amber, they not even telling us about the 90 days of their life. They ain't telling us about the 90 days of what they did on YouTube. Because some of these people that's going into it each other, Hunty, you should know they fouls. Some of the same stuff they talking about they was part of. Like I said, every receipt Muz given, she was there for. That's like somebody taking somebody I know life. You knew it. You knew they did it, but now you're only telling me because you mad at them. Hunty, as far as I'm concerned, you took their life with them. What? What? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's okay. Welcome. Yeah, this mess is too much. Let me tell you something. I get messages every day in my Instagram, and I'm sorry, I don't check Instagram every day. And these people, these subscribers, the people who make all these YouTubes, why they act like these content creators, is what make them is these subscribers. But I get messages and people going through, people losing people fighting for people are sick. People are getting diagnosed. People are hurt. People's mental is being challenged by this so much that they never feel like they're going to have peace. And the people doing it to it don't even see them. And that's why I was getting heavy for. I'm like, y'all don't hear the cries. I read the chat sometimes and I see people like, man, y'all, damn. When does it stop? You got subscribers sending content creators messages like, I be watching you from the bushes. I just want to let you know I still love you, but I can't come in. Why not? Why? Who's stopping you? Because they are a bully. To every content creator who tells they subscribers, if you're there, don't be here, they should leave. Because those same content creators, I guarantee you, when they go there, they'll take you there with them. So you know what that means? If that place is hell, they'll lead you straight to hell as long as they go. Come on, y'all. If your daughter told you right now that one of the people she was getting ready to go out with was somebody who had just dogged out a couple of weeks ago, would you tell her y'all have fun? Be safe? Y'all probably would. Or some of y'all probably wouldn't even ask who your daughter was going out with. You just let her leave with anybody. Be out with anybody. Y'all probably see y'all daughter sitting on a bed right now looking like she don't want to look in the mirror because she's so ugly. She's so fat. She's so whatever. Her body not developed because some girl is sitting demising her. But the reason she'll never talk to you, mama, is because she hear you on the internet demising women. She hear those same words that touch her heart, that cut her heart from somebody else coming from her mama, coming from her auntie, coming from her big sister she look up to. So y'all really winning. Hashtag women run the world. Hashtag bitter bitches. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I hope they were giving you some good words of encouragement and news. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they all know it. All these content creators who have the Muzzes, all them who bring out this old information, they all had it. And here's something I've learned is being a YouTube creator, being on the other side. A lot of them pick and choose when they want to tell it, and they call each other, and they decide to keep playing y'all like yo-yos for their clout, for fans, friends, and funds. I'd rather roll my cash app across here, and if you send it, you send it. If you don't, you don't. These mofos came in the building to game you. And then they game you so much that they go and tell each other, like, man, they was jealous of my shit, so you could go put some in their shit. It's a game. It's a game. But the minute you stop getting played is the minute you stop playing the game. I could watch the whole game. When I watch a basketball game, I'll jump in it. I ain't watching no football game I ran into. I ain't got a soccer game jumped on the field. I don't be calling the plays. I don't be in the back like I'm strike one at a baseball game. But I watch and enjoy. You know every player. Know just what's going on. That's how this shit is a game. Watch it. And learn what you don't want to do. Ambulance says, how you doing, Michelle? How you doing, LaBelle? How you doing, Dan King? How you doing? Virgie, what you saying? Mm-hmm. You stay on the crown. I told you, when y'all in the bushes, take these things they done gave you to make you a snake up in here. Bushes mean I should be sitting with a sniper. So what I'm in the bushes doing is hiding. I'm about to sneak up on somebody. I'm about to attack somebody. I ain't in no bushes. I'm on a throne watching, observing, and knowing what's going on around me. You understand? And knowing how I'm going to move. And just knowing also that these people are giving me the recipe to really destroy because they are insecure. They're weak. Bullies are weak. Not one of these bullies are strong. Everyone doing these bully tactics is weak. They are weak. They're the weakest person in the room. And because they have been persuaded to become what they become, they're gonna stop. They're not gonna stop. They persuade you to be just like them. That's why you want some people chat and they chat just like them. These people don't even know each other. They don't even know each other's real names, but they act just alike. Cree. And a lot of the subscribers, some of them are people who got bullied in places, and now they want you to be their bully. They'll pay you to bully somebody for them. Because they don't know, I ain't gonna bully for them. I'm gonna check them and I'm gonna let them know you rock with me now. You protected. You one of us. You mess with me, you is in a plug club. You in a club that don't need a crew to take it down. I could do it, you won't even know it, and I'll tell you how I did. You'll say, Danny, that did happen. Sure did. I ain't playing with none of them. I ain't playing with none of them. And ain't been. When I was a subscriber, if you was on there doing bogus stuff and saying I reported your shit every time. I don't care who you are. I reported you. Guilty. Guilty. When Toxic Diamond came on here and had her daughter throwing up gang signs, called her out. Guilty. I don't play them games. When Toxic Diamond was trying to lose that man's job, I called his job and told her what her channel was, and that she was on there live right now, having people mass flag. Man, I reported her to YouTube. You know, fuck. Some people stand around and they're waiting for somebody to tell them what to do. I know that if I was there and my heart is convicted that I'm going to speak, I'm going to speak. I ain't no snitch. See, a snitch did it with you. All these people on here telling about stuff they're a part of, those are snitches. Y'all stop using this slang y'all using wrong. A snitch is a part of the shit and they only tell to get themselves out of trouble. That's a snitch. I ain't snitched on nobody. I'm a boss, baby. I either check you, I don't snitch. Ain't snitch none. I probably called the police twice in my life. And that was one to make a report to give somebody a trail for if they wanted to mess with me. I had my own, covered my own ass. You understand me? So I'm trying to figure out what y'all talking about. Y'all snitching. Hold on. Who got another email they want to show me from 7 months ago? You snitching. Because why didn't you tell us 7 months ago? Hmm. Did you lose it? Or was it like when Amber had the text message from baby girl Lisa? She didn't even notice she had called Usman an N. It took somebody else's eyes to see it. Is that what we doing these days? Hmm. How many of y'all in here telling somebody, oh, I heard you said the N word, but I still love you? Don't tell me what you think about the N's. Then when you say to people, oh my God, Danny, don't think like that. Danny, I'm not a racist. But you're covering for one. It's like I said about Chrissy Denver. Chrissy Denver, I love that you got them 2 black sons and you love them, and I don't doubt that. But the moment you hanging with a racist on a computer that you don't know, and you got them 2 black sons, it told me that you would hang with racists in public that would probably be at your house saying stuff about black people, even though they weren't talking about your 2 black sons. And that is a danger to me, to those 2 black sons. I don't care what anybody thinks. That's how I see it. Because if you get on this computer and kowtow with racists, bro, I don't think you'll sit in your community, be up in the grocery store, and somebody asks you who them little black kids with them little black kids doing. You be all up in their face. So I'm calling all y'all out. People want to say they saints, I'm calling out sinners. How about that? Not because I'm perfect, because I'm tired of y'all running around here talking about everybody else. Let's talk about y'all. Check you, then check another boo. Boo. So Danny not stopping. That could be your girl. Ask your girl how she could have 2 black sons and mess with a man like that, talk to a man like that, call a man like that, explain herself to a man like that. And when you get a good answer, when you take it, I refuse to. I refuse to. I refuse to. Because Christy Denver will never be a black person. So she'll never know what I'm feeling for those young black men who, to this day, black men are being killed by police for no reason. And that's a fact. So I don't want nobody around who think it's okay to be with black people who think that's a joke. White people who think that's a joke. I don't. So I'm standing. I used to try to be nice and not say nothing, but I realized not saying nothing, I'm just like everybody else, complacent. I'm also being a part of. Danny ain't gonna be a part of. I'm gonna call it out. It's wrong. It's wrong. You ain't trying to take him down. You trying to help him. Y'all trying to save him. You can't save him. He already gone. You wouldn't be saying that. I ain't called no white person out there slurring. I know what they've done, my people. I know what some of them, lots of them, are still doing. I know that my people ain't even a part of the Constitution, but this country is telling me how it's part of me, and we still help build it. We still show love and respect. So anybody who's okay, so just like, for example, whether I had 2 Caucasian granddaughters or not, and I told you I had a very militant part of my life where we wouldn't be holding no conversations, but I had to see the whole big picture. And I had to learn that to get love, you have to give love. To be seen, you have to see people. To know the story, you got to start from the beginning. To understand why the people are doing what they're doing. That's all I did. So, but if I came somewhere and I'm disrespecting white people, I'm also disrespecting my granddaughters. Because I didn't say which white I was speaking on when I started dogging them all out. And let me tell you something, I love every piece of my granddaughters. So even if the world said, I'm going to show you how to love, it showed me. So I'm not going to justify it. So if I walk in a chat and you dissing white people, I can't decide unless I'm in a chat that's a racist chat, then we going on. Or I'm in a chat and you drawing out the N-word, I'm going at it. Other than that, I'm not going for that. So if y'all want to be in the 90-day sector, deciding race and who's this and who's better and who's worse, that's a you thing, not a D thing. Because it speaks volume on where your mind is and that your eyes are still shut in 2023 because you can't see this world was built on that. But people realize it ain't got us nowhere. So if you want to live, that's fine. I see how you do on the computer. I know what you do in your real life. I know if you sit on a computer with people that's racist and justify it and say, I don't see their racism, I know you have racist people in your house. And that's fine if that's your house, but please don't have black people up in there pretending like you love them. Because if I love them so much, I'm going to fight with them. I'm going to fight for the part of, like, for example, my oldest granddaughter is half Polish. And she half Polish at the time we warring. I dare you say something. When I put up that stuff, when I was speaking peaceful for Ukraine, there were people in my comments saying stuff that was, I put you on a block thing real quick because my granddaughter is half Polish. So when God was making a people and he was making mine, he knew one day we'd be one. My other granddaughter has Italian. You think I'm dissing nobody? Even they didn't like me. I'm responsible for me. Boo. So I don't want to be explaining to her, no, I meant them other whites. I'm talking about no, then I'm talking to them when they do it. They'll know who I'm speaking to. That it ain't a white thing, it's a them thing. But when you're doing it to me, baby, I'm gonna say it because I'm proud to be black. I don't want to be nothing else. I'm so proud to be black because I'm so proud that everything they've done to take us down, we still I rise. And that the reason that they want to keep my name as a bad thing is because they know the strength and the power that when they gave us nothing, we had everything. That when they tried to beat us, we stood strong in who we were. When they took from us, think about it. What race you know can't tell you where they people from. It's us because we was kidnapped. And that's why a lot of us say, no, but I was born here because you can't take me too far back because I don't know what you done put on the charts for me. Now, you could say I'm from Kenya, but really I was from, but you know that part of Africa too, though, right? South Africa, the most Americanized part of Africa ever. I'm not, because y'all got me going back and scared. Girl, she want to tell me all about my. I got whole half Ethiopian, 2 children. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. Girl, that's what y'all want me to be as small-minded as you. I can't. As y'all tell me how you've been around the world, how you. And then we got people over here who are doctors, teachers, cops, lawyers. As y'all sit in racism, as y'all sit in terrorizing and bullying, wouldn't want you to say nothing on me because I know you would only telling me you're doing it all equal, but you're showing me when you have a chance to really stand, you don't. You don't. You don't. So no, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. Like I said, please. We could talk about real all day. Like I said, wrong, wrong, wrong. But let's talk about all the white people who called him an N-word, who stooped dead into his whole racism. Mm-hmm. They were no better than him then. Matter of fact, they were exactly what he was trying to make them be and prove, and you let them. I ain't letting nobody prove me to be what I'm not. That's why I had to step back from this, but I can't do it, y'all. I gotta take a break from that. Ain't nothing going on. Same old shit last 3 years. It just changed characters. Friends changed, that's all. Mm-hmm. It will piss you on. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense. And like I said, after Mims, I'm gonna make it make sense. It was her name. I'm gonna make it make sense. Like I said, I'm gonna make it make sense for me. And for the people who really don't want to be a part of it. And those who do, just be a part of it. Like I said, if y'all want to watch John Yates stories for 9 more years as he keeps devising women, using women, destroying women, and bringing up women that make other women look bad, yeah, go let him. Go let him. But just remember that the same sector y'all call the John Yates site, everywhere else is called the racist white woman like sector. So he not even giving a good name to people who aren't that. It's a lot of great women in here. A lot of great, powerful women. A lot of great women who are doing great things for this world. But nobody gonna believe it. Because I barely believe it. I just know it because I actually sat back and just watched that people were real. That's why I don't judge people. When you want to come out here and act innocent, I'm gonna tell you what I know. Not what somebody told me. I'm gonna tell you what I saw with my own eyes. With my own eyes, I watched you do it. I watch this stuff. I watch people. I never talk to people now they talking to me. I never do that. I'm always for the women. Hold on, let me rate this girl real quick. Hold on. Did you know this? Did you know she's sleeping with such and such? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know she's a cheater? Did you know she's a liar? Did you know her kid almost tried to take their life? Did you know her kid's on drugs? There's women out here making fun of women because their kids on drugs? But holding their heads up because they fighting for another bitch? I'm on your necks. All of you. I'm not. I'm not. Because like I said, it's a little girl at home right now about to swallow some pills. Because some dumb little girls are doing what y'all grown ass done. We done. We gonna break the chain. I'm gonna break it. If it's around me, I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it. But like I said, if you want to go get in that, all you want, what y'all want beef, go get in that beef sector. They want to fight the same things y'all want to fight. Go over there and fight it. As a matter of fact, all you tough Tonys, take this beef about John to the beef sector. They'll have him done in a week. They'll have him done in a week. And it won't take 1,600 of them. And they won't still be calling him on the phone and texting him. They still won't have IGs with him and know his number, even though he swore he's changed it. They won't super chat him on the slide. They won't do none of that. They're going to annihilate him because he's trash. But over here, they're going to keep him rising. Amber came on here and spoke whole tongues to y'all. Y'all still ain't let her go. Damn, do the devil got to come in and piss on you with fire? I mean, I never seen people so thirsty. Like, ooh, this is thirsty. Y'all, matter of fact, somebody put cactuses out there with these bushes where these people are hiding it because these people need water. Somebody get a cactus plant out there, please. Please. Because they're thirsty. They are thirsty. Oh, somebody. Thank you. I see somebody on here. My cash app. Thank you. Blessings. But yeah. Oh, thank you, sis. I love you more. You are my birthday spirit twin. You know that. That's what I'm saying. Over here, I've met some great women in a place. When I first came in, I thought I ain't talking none of these heifers. These are some crazy heifers. Everybody mad up in here. They bitter. They angry. They mean. They in cliques like we in high school. You know what I mean? But whatever. But I've met some great women. Some great women who've changed my mind about how I think about women. So I see them over the snake bitches. I mean, it's only about 10 of them. For real, the snakes really only like 10, y'all. Y'all think it's 200-300 of them. No, it's like 10 of these heifers. It's like 10 of these heifers. And if you don't know who they are, just start watching the stories and you'll see they're always in the same names. Same shit. They ain't even no new characters. Because even look, when Muslim go back, same characters. And then look, they get into it with each other and they start fighting with each other. See, when Muz fight, then Jules and Muz, see, we start fighting. Like, wait, can y'all just fight one at a time? So I can know what we fighting about. Because they ain't fighting about nothing but clicks and views. And 4 clicks and views. But yet, all of them got these extraordinary lives, this extraordinary talent, these extraordinary connections, do these great things, but they can't even put that out. And if they do, don't nobody seem to care. So that means they're not your friends. Have you heard the saying, they're laughing at you, not with you? Because when they're laughing with you, they're laughing everywhere you go. When they're laughing at you, they're there for the spectacle that you think you showing somebody that really is going to be the joke on you for about 6-7 more months. Stop. All these people that came on here crying because they've been tortured. But yet they still here getting tortured. They ain't even won. They still getting tortured. People got great jobs in danger. I'm not in danger in my career for somebody who ain't even got a job. Because if I will sell my soul for views, then I definitely get off YouTube for my career. Or do I stay till I get fired so I can get more clicks and views? What? Then just quit your job. Quit your job. People come on here, they fake cops. All the stuff. As much as we hate police, why we got fake cops? We got people on here, and I'm a cop's wife, and I'm dropping N-bomb. I'm the police, and I'm hanging with a dude to set him up. I'm putting in entrapment. I'm a doctor. I ain't giving nobody medical advice, and my whole audience dying. So from this day on, the Yikes sector is now called Fighting for Fun Forever Fans and Friends and Funds. Any F you could think of, that's what they doing. This is fun. So when you watch it, you better laugh. And when you feel like you're going to cry, get up out the chat. Get about the building. Just get away. Get away. Get away. Abort. 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 But then otherwise, just go laugh. Or laugh at how they lying. Or laugh at how if you go 2 months back, they saying the total opposite. And 2 months later, they saying something else. Watch how they fighting for the same thing they done. And then you're going to think this shit's hilarious. You'll see it how I see it. You'll see it how I see it. With people about Daddy thinks she can like everybody. No, I just know nobody's perfect. But I'm tired of walking up in chats where known racists are sitting up in there and people are cheerleading with them. I'm not cheerleading with those people, period. You condoning a racist, I know what you feel about me, and I respect that. And I'm going to give you your space. Danny going to give you your space. I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to talk about it, period. I'm not. But like I said, Buzz is a racist. I'm not saying nothing different. She's shown racist qualities and traits on this internet, and people have seen it. And if you choose not to see it, that's fine, because maybe you agree with what she believes. But I'm not. And I definitely will. That's why I don't want to see it in the chat, because I definitely will be thinking, did somebody just say Muzz a hero? Your hero do shit like that? Baby, Superman was my hero once. Superman ain't never called a funeral home. Did Superman come on and drop the N-bomb? Would that be Superman 1, 2, 3? Which one was it? Huh? Mickey Mouse never came on. He was once my hero. Y'all ever seen Mickey? And then we already know about Walt Disney. I ain't gonna get to it. But Mickey ain't never come. Matter of fact, even though Mickey and Mouse, he supposed to be black. His ears are. And America said 1% black, you black. But you ever heard Mickey Mouse come on and drop the N-word? And could you imagine if he did? Well, I don't know, because we know what happened at Disneyland last year, and they doing more numbers than they was doing before. Because we live in a world that as soon as somebody tells us it's wrong, we run up into it. Oh, they doing this. Let me go up in there and prove they not. Let me prove I'm going to stop them from being a racist. You won't. Racism is ignorance. And they would have to get educated to stop being racist. And if you aren't educating them, so if you're sitting there condoning it, you're not educating it, you're promoting it. You're condoning it. You're okaying it. But then it'll be the same people when we were in World War III and the Revolution. Be saying, how did we get here? As you pumped it. In my opinion. Right, she's my hero. I swear, in the last 2 weeks, I've heard people say more than once, Mother is their hero. If she give you information she been had, and she's probably adding to your file while she talking to you. It's her and C will get back together. But if you love me, and you even respect me, I don't want to be your hero. If you love me and respect me, please know that everybody who state that, and y'all are loving and heroing on her, you are insulting the shit out of me and every black person in the room who has respected you no matter what y'all been doing. So I'm going to give you the same respect you're giving me. But the difference between yours, I'm not going to be running to chase some chick who dogged me to disrespect you. I'm just going to move around because I see where you stand. I see what you own. And I see that you'll do anything for clout. And I see that you'll sell your soul because you're only looking out for yourself. So I'd be dumb to be even looking out for you. Or thinking we could actually just be cool. I can't be cool with nobody who's cool with somebody who are racist. Period. Villanova, how you doing? Because in my real life, I'd never sit at a table with racists. And in my real life, I'd never be hanging with no chick who told me she wasn't a racist as she kowtowed to one. And in real life, any man who was wishing death on a woman or a woman who was trying to get men to fight a woman, I wouldn't even speak to her. That's why I tell you, all these people I'm talking about that's trash, we can never have a conversation. There's no debate we can have. I saw what you did. I know what you've done. And the fact that you still sitting around here trying to check everybody else and not yourself, I want nothing to do with you. I don't. Read that book. Read that book. And please remember, just because you're not the one doing it, it's going on all over America. Every week a black man is killed. None of y'all talking about it. In this month. Not them guilty ones y'all talking about. Not them. So my world is still on fire with my race. So anybody who okay with it on here, I know what y'all doing back at home. Like I said, Sweaty runs through this sector, and she bragged about the KK, and y'all still covering that up. Y'all still okay with that because she gives enough money out. I'd rather be broke and starving than take a dime from a heifer like that. I hate to God I ever took a dime from her. I do. I do. But around here, she's promoted. People speak her and they still be talking. Like, that's okay with y'all. But y'all hate Rio because he a racist, right? Because he racist against yours, right? He just as bad as him and the ones doing it. Like I said, grow up, people. Because if you don't, I will. And I'm going to stick with grown-ups. You wear a crown, I respect it. I don't care what you did. As a matter of fact, I'd love to know that once you used to be a racist till you saw the light. I'd be honest. I used to be a bitch. I used to be a bully. I used to be a drug, whatever it was. But you came out, right? That made the crown better. I don't want you because you perfect. You ain't never did nothing. You live in this perfect world and you're just making up something. No. Let's be real. So I ain't here judging nobody. Like I said, there's a lot of people here. I know what you did already. But when you try to sit there and get innocent, I'm going to show you that I know. And that I'm such a boss, I wouldn't even say nothing. But I'm not going to pretend like I don't know. I'm not scared of nobody. I'm scared of not saying nothing about these injustices in my face. I don't go into people's sector looking for who doing wrong. I could tell y'all some wrong things going on. Y'all don't even have a clue going on here. I've seen people post people's dead mama in a casket at her as a thumbnail. I know how this internet go down. I've seen people post on here while they went to somebody's house and boom, 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 did up on live. And y'all think this don't go on? But I've also seen people on here, everybody swatted. Y'all ain't never been swatted in your life. Not one of y'all been swatted. Because y'all done been got off the internet. Been got off. Y'all would have had your alderman, your governor, your senator, everybody on there. What y'all could have did. Stop lying. I done heard people come on here, my kids are going to. Then why are you still here? Why? My kids scared. No, they're not. They scared of you. Because they know who bringing this drama to them. It's you. If they mamas wasn't in all this drama, these kids would be safe. Damn, the kids can't be safe at school or at home. But y'all building a greater America? Y'all must want it to be just like it was before the Civil War. Wake up, people. Wake up. Because time is running out for all of us. And no matter how much greater you think than you are with anybody, when it's over, it's over. So just do your part. We all got a part. Play your position. We live in one of the greatest countries in the world. Mother, I don't know if you know that. I live in one of the greatest countries in the world. And we have a place to stand. We could change things. YouTube comes from us. This is our thing. And I'm glad it goes to other countries because I think many countries, there's countries I didn't even know had the internet. And they out here and they watch me daily. And I'm gonna rap America different because I know when you think of America, you think of that all we are is druggies. We think we're entitled, we're racist, we're bad, we're mean, we're killers. We are. But we good. We love. And we just been taught to fight. That's all we do is fight. Fight each other, fight ourselves, fight the system, fight the love. We fight. We fight. But Hunty, you are sitting on the best genes because we this big. You are sitting on great people. Let's show it better, man. I mean, because we acting a fool out here. That's why all these other countries got all them YouTube rules. They're like, oh, we ain't doing what America do. We ain't allowing what they allow. So, yeah, like I said, just do better. Oh, yeah. All these people. Here's a quick. I'm about to become one of these guys. You pick the YouTuber it is. I don't care. Whoever it is, if they do this, it's them. Hey y'all, what's up? Yeah, I'm gonna come on here. I'm gonna come on here real brief. Y'all know I'm finna drag Danny. She's a crappy mother. Stayed in a hotel. She ain't nothing. A bitch ain't never done nothing. She can't be nothing. Skank it. I'm telling you, if you over there in her chat, I don't mess with her. I can't stand her friends. How she's supposed to be doing it? She ain't nothing but a flunky to tear her land. She's a super that scoop and a snot fly. They ain't her friends. Now you done just dogged out. I ain't saying nothing about you. I'll come back. Insane. Why you so concerned with me? You out here terrorizing bitches. Do what he do. Yeah, victim. Now all I said was facts. I ain't came and called you out your name. Facts. You did it. Hold on, y'all. If let me tell you something. Y'all name what I call people out on and ask me was I lying? Because ain't nobody told me where I was lying yet. I'll wait. Even when people come defending people, they still ain't told me I'm lying. They'll say they didn't say it on Monday, they said it on Wednesday. They didn't say it on a live, they said it on a recording. They didn't say it on their chat, they said it in Discord. They said it. They didn't pass out the picture until they had heard somebody might have said something when they thought of something. But girl, they passed it. She only called the funeral home because there's 2 funeral homes in town, and she figured it had to be the left or the right. She didn't say that, girl. She never said it. 6 months later, she said it. I got the proof she said it. And we all on this emotional roller coaster with them. Same people you defending right now, you're going to find out 6 months from now the same thing you was defending, they did it. Now, they not going to hold the content creator to that they did it. They going to hold the subscribers for believing in them and saying they didn't do it. They're going to be like, yeah, bitch, you was saying they did it. Yeah, Danny, remember when you was riding over there in Terry Land? We said she boiled those cats. First of all, Danny ain't hanging with no heifer boiling cats. Danny ain't hanging with no heifer killing dogs. I spent $16,000 to house dog. So you think I'm hanging with anybody doing that? See, y'all talk or talk. I don't watch this women give evidence. Still ain't. Y'all still saying the same thing. Because y'all gonna stick with whatever. Whatever you want. Y'all say Terry Lynn a drug addict. John a whole drug addict. Y'all a little bit, he's drunk. And all these drug addicts that have been through here and clean, y'all don't see it? Y'all lying. Let me get your ass wide shut. You took off your real eyes. You stopped seeing when people high because you don't get high no more. I ain't never got high on narcotics like that in my life. I know what drug addict when I see a drug addict. I know it in your eyes. I know it in your spirit. I know it in your moods. I know it in your jawline. I know it in the peeling on your skin. I know it in the itches in your body. I know it. I know it in your ways and how you move, scam, and manipulate for quick money. I know alcoholics when I see them. I know this country is filled with them. Oh, let me guess, they only black. Lies. America wouldn't have a drug epidemic if it was only black. Stop. Check your senses, people. Don't just fill them out. Go back and see what happened in them. Go look at your country. And some of y'all will realize that you're speaking non-facts. You're speaking opinions or stats from 20, 30, 40 years ago. Check the numbers now. Your people are starving of all races. Your people are dying of all races. Your people are on drugs of all races, sweetie. So when the problem is affecting us all, it's time for us to get a solution, not keep fighting to make it worse. And that's what I'm saying about this section. I'm just, and everybody think I want to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm so flawed. I'm so flawed. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. That's right, sis. You check them. Fill them, check them. Don't just, and some of y'all be filling them out all happy. I just say, probably just like y'all did a test, put C's on there. Yes, no, y'all ain't read the question. And then people lie on their senses too. Remember that. Don't forget that. Especially like when we went through the pandemic and they was checking them numbers, people were lying about how many people were in their house. So the census aren't on track. Remember that. Wake up, people. Wake up, people. You want to talk immigration? This country is built off immigration. It was built off cheap labor by bringing people in from other countries who you felt were worthless or not going to be missed. But when we gonna do something in this democracy to change that? No, we won't, because we'll be too busy trying to change each other and our votes and our political parties. Once again, things ain't got nothing to do with you. Worry about you. Sorry, somebody else started talking loud. I'm like, hold on, girl. Let me see what you want. What's going on, girl? She ain't talking about nothing good. Anyway, man, how you doing? Oh yes, you've been vacationing. Please enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Why it gets me every time, and it's just like people wake up. Everybody got one side they want to tell you. So if I'm only gonna see it from one side. I'm not gonna see what else is going on. I'm not gonna see nothing. Like I said, Hunty, when I really changed, first of all, I've been voting since I was 18. I've never not voted in my life. Period. And so since I've been legal to vote, I vote. Every time it's time to vote, I always sign up new voters for voting. I'm very about the vote. If you don't vote, shut up. I don't care who you vote for, but if you don't vote, shut up. That's how I feel. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. I don't care what you got to say, because you're not even on a count. And people die for all of us to vote, so that we're not a third world country where they walk in and make you vote for who they want you to vote. We get to choose. So since you have that choice, take it and love it and be free. But when we were during the pandemic, and I watched hundreds of thousands of Americans die, but yet in our political party, we didn't have 100. And I said, wait, ain't they human too? And then I realized when I watched who really benefited and that we're still falling from it, even down to the vaccination. I said, wait a minute. Maybe I'm once again fighting the wrong fight. I just woke up. Does that make me right? No, I just see it all. Not just what I want to see. So I didn't just see no more than just white people, what they did. I saw what this world did. And then when I really started looking, the people I thought the worst for was the indigenous people, because of how they were done was worse. They can't even be considered Americans. And this is their land. So, like I said, we celebrate Christopher. Well, we all celebrate Christopher Columbus Day. He was a conquistador. Go look at what that means. Killer. That's what it means. Y'all don't want to say killer on here. No one say conquistador. Just say that from now on. Means same thing. He was going to help the queen find a way to not have to be taxed through Africa. And he got there, and there were people there. How do you find where there are people? That's like coming to my house and saying you found the house. And I was paying for it. I built it. Stop selling yourself short. That's all I'm saying. Stop taking one side of the story and going with it. And know that mutual combat means we're both fighting back and forth. Nobody fights by themselves. So no, some of these people are playing the game. They sending out messages. They sending their people over to go in your chat and talk crap. I'm not coming in there to talk crap so you can block me. No. Mm. Get better, sis. Seem like everybody got some summer club cold or their sinus infection right now. Oh, it's weather. And then today it's beautiful outside. It's beautiful. Actually, I had all my fans and stuff on. And because I can't do air conditioners down here, I know the kind of windows I got. You see them behind me. But I got the fans on. It's actually cool because it's nice. But back here, I don't have any fan on. I'm like, okay, it's not as cool back here as it is up there. But today is a beautiful day. Mm-hmm. Oh, NyQuil. Oof. Whenever I got to take NyQuil, I take DayQuil. I don't like that. I just like Benadryl. When my sinus is bad, and I got to take Benadryl. I just don't like that drowsy medicine head feeling like, ugh. But yeah, so like I said, I just wanted to make that clear, and I don't. Like I said, I had to be wrong to be right. I had to do good, bad to know good. I had to see bad to see good, respect good. I had to love me to love anybody else. So I just know what I had to do, and it might not work for you. Maybe hating people for the rest of your life, forget it. Maybe fighting with the same heifer for 10 years while other heifers are doing you wrong or help you out. I don't know. But I promise you, if you fighting a heifer for 10 months, I guarantee you hanging out with heifers, you're going to be fighting in 10 months. Because you're not taking time to see that you're wasting your time. I don't know about y'all. We older. So I know all of us have lost somebody, right? All of us have been sick. Some of us have been mothers, grandmothers. We can weigh the options. What's more important? Every time y'all laying there and watch somebody go, do y'all think, man, hold on, before my friend leave this earth or my family member or my spouse or whatever, let me go see what they're doing on YouTube? You don't. What you gonna think about is all the time you was on YouTube missing them. So let's live. And let's enjoy this. And like I said, we can talk about it. And if they wrong, Booney, we gonna bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Bring them out, bring them out. I'm not afraid to. I'm not afraid to say your name. I'm not afraid to say what you did. See, some of these people I get permission. Oh, that's okay, girl. If I say it, no, don't say it yet because we cool with it right now. We about to take it there because that's what these people are doing with each other. Girl, did you hear what Danny said? Hold on, let me send you a clip of it so you can respond. Girl, if you got to get somebody to get you to respond to me, then girl, love you, boo. I love you, boo, because you'll never stop this beast. You can't move a mountain, honey. You can't. You can say whatever you want about me and your feelings going to be hurt. Because I'm just going to say something you did and these heifers going to be crying. Boo, boo. How dare you point out I'm a racist? How dare you point out I bully chicks too? How dare you point out that I shouldn't be talking about that I'm an advocate for women as I disgrace women? How dare you say I was torturing somebody about their kids' habit? How dare? I'm calling you out, knee and neck. Go get them dudes, you know. Because they ain't going to do nothing for you. They ain't going to do nothing for you. Period. I'm not these other chicks. You talk about my kids, you threaten my kids, you done made an appointment with my ass forever. Like I said, I catch you on a gurney, I'm going to catch your ass. But we go, like, sorry, I got to pause to say it because Rick Ross said it best. He's like, wait, what he say? Fuck a blog dog, because one day we gon' meet, and I'm going to spaz on your ass like I'm on E or a triple stack. Better, baby, I'm telling you, it's going to be a pocket. And that's not a threat, because I know how the universe go. It'll promise it. It'll promise it. It'll be a concert. Is that tink tink? Bring them out, bring them out. The rest of y'all are doing that on the computer. Danny is. Watch this game. She's a nobody. See me in person, you'll bow down to the God. And that's how I bow down when I come to your town. I be singing songs, so y'all know about music. So everything I be saying be a song. Bow down when I come to your town. And you'll still be typing. See where you're trash. The trash ones, when you come on this trash list, you stand on it. Didn't I tell y'all I came this year? I told y'all this when it happened with Sweaty. That this year my thing was I'm going for the racists and the trash. So you won't get no spending cash. I'm for it. I'm with it. I came on it for it. I came for it. And like I said, I ain't talking about the racists that's over in their sector being racist. I'm letting them be. I'm letting them live right now. Because they ain't moving on. Black people still rise. Still I rise. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They've been immigrating Mexicans in here for the last 45 years into America. That's why in the 80s, we even had some born in the USA. So, baby, please stop. I'm not going to take that as a precedent of my conversation. Why these things are going on. No. Because ain't nobody been speaking on that since then. Why wasn't nobody talking about that 6 years ago? Oh, Trump had to remind y'all? Oh, okay. Then y'all didn't know. So what if he never would have told you? You wouldn't know? That's one. But it seems like them gates been open for about 45 years. Anyway. Oh, yeah. I'm taking them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Because then it takes out who is with that. So if they over there racist enough and you run it, you're racist. If they over there degrading women like that, I'm not talking about they calling them bitches. I'm going to call you a bitch. If a bitch fit, it's a bitch. I got a tattoo on my arm. because I'm that bitch. But if you with it, you part of it. Even if you heard about that picture of Mims, if you have possession of it, you're just as guilty as the sender. Especially since she's deceased. You're worse than the sender. Because the sender told us they were a bitch when they did it. The rest are showing they real trifling bitches because they know it's wrong. I'm standing on that, y'all, because any woman a part of that can't tell me she fighting for women because that's a woman. And that woman's gone, and that woman has a little girl that you're still not caring about. So what woman are you? You're just a chick. That's why people think we ain't nothing, because we're not really being women. Because real women are not that. And even if you tell me, oh, well, she did this to me. Well, she ain't here. Take it up with the pearly gates when you get there. Or speed up yourself to get there so you could go talk to her about it. But it ain't here, honey. In your neck. Knee in it. So if you stand for that, do not tell me you stand for women. Please don't ever hear me advocating about a woman. And please don't ever tell me somebody has invaded you so bad that you feel unsafe. You make it unsafe on here. And so we not misunderstood. I'm talking about Jules. And Jules is around here threatening men on women. But you advocate of being afraid for what men. I can't, girl. I can't. And we sitting around saying, I'm a ride with her. Girl, then thanks for letting me know where you stand. You probably the type that said that girl got attacked because she had on a short skirt. Mm-hmm. 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 You probably the type to say he smacked her because she deserved it. But the other one smacked him because he's an abuser. Now they all smacked him because they'll smack a woman. And would you like it if some dude pulled up on you to fight you? I mean, because I was there today. That dude told you to suck his pee, and it took you to a whole nother world. Why wouldn't you think we all feel like that? Especially if we have been violated or taken advantage by a man. Why would you do that? But like I said, let me not the way up because y'all will swear I'm just picking on somebody. But yet these people will be fighting over the same stuff for 2-3 years. But y'all won't be fighting over what they're doing right now. I'm not waiting 7 months from now. I don't need permission. And I don't want to like anybody who thinks that's okay. I don't. I don't. I don't. Because right now there's a woman being violated. Right now, every few seconds. And if you're advocating for them, stop being part of the things that get them touched. That's all I got to say about that. Because no matter how we get into it, if we get into it, we going to get into a chick. I don't need to go get nobody. I don't need to get none of these other chicks. I don't need to get none of these dudes. It's me and you, sweetie. Nobody else. And if you ever threaten me with a dude, I promise you he better be sitting next to you. And that's to any one of these chicks on here. He better be sitting next to you when I come with the dudes. Because the dudes ain't going to touch you I come with, but they definitely looking for him. And I guarantee he ain't coming. I guarantee he ain't coming. I guarantee. Guarantee. He ain't going to do nothing but grab the lady. Where's the sink? Is it pink? Tinky tink. That's all he going to do. He going to roll, my dog bark. That's what he doing all over the internet. Get him together. I'm not going to know if he's going to sit down and pee or stand up because he ain't a man. He ain't a man. I'm not scared of a man who want to fight women, period. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. At all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Not this much. Not this much. Not this much. Because I know real men that'll do life in jail for women. How about that? I know real men. Do life in jail for women. To get that man. Not to go get no woman for him. Because the real men I know be like, girl, you got her? You worried about her? That's good. I'm like, no, you're right. I ain't worried about her. I ain't. Why I call you? You just have to remind me I don't call dudes on girls. They're just as guilty. They're just as guilty. They're just as guilty. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And they cover that it happened because they know they're guilty. Y'all conscience don't eat you at night. You don't just see that her face every time you go to sleep. I hope it haunts you. I hope it haunts you. And I hope if it ever happens to somebody you love, you can't forget the day you was a part of it. I hope it reminds you. I hope it does. Because if hate make you do that much, then baby, I need you to do some bigger fighting because you might save the world. Well, this too much. I need you to turn that around. You might save somebody. Hmm. I wish they would too, but they won't. They not. They get a thrill off of it because once again, they're not trying to better people. They're trying to take women down. Of jealousy. It be jealousy because even when they get down to the core of what they problems be, you hear about super chats, super thanks, who they friends with. Like I said, it's people on here who don't like me from this sector because of who I like, not because what I done. And then they'll say, well, Danny's not saying what they did. I've said it. But when I got real relationships with you, I call you myself and have a conversation with you. I'm not here trying to check you for the internet. I'm really trying to see you change. And if you don't, I'm gonna move away from you. Period. That is that simple. So don't tell me what I'm doing. I know what y'all do. Y'all say it's okay. No, they didn't run into it. Let's pick on her. Terry Lynn brought out 8,000 things about that dog, and people still don't seem to know she ain't take the dog's life. I told Terry Lynn, you better than me. I wouldn't explain shit. I've already explained it. What would I explain? That y'all just want that to be the story? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's funny. I've heard Terry Lynn be a racist so-called so many times. So-called is all this evidence we don't see. All this evidence we ain't seen, and she been more realer. She's actually came up on her panel before. The day I came up with Happy, because she was the only one in the midst of John Yates and his husband dropping the N-bomb more than once, having a conversation about why are we allowing this in this community. Everybody else was dodging it, sweeping it under the rug, saying I'm not that type of white person, so we're gonna act like it's not happening. They were sweeping it. But it's actually people out here y'all know been racist, did some racist, and y'all keep it a secret, and then y'all only tell when y'all get mad at them. Period. I'm not doing that. Care who you are. Shit, I just heard word that Bobbles was dropping the N-word last year on the chat. Bobbles, if I hear that, I'm calling your ass to the table too. I'm not playing because I don't kowtow with racists. I don't promote, encourage, or embrace racism and bullying, and I won't. I'm 43 years old, and in my slums, I wasn't a bully, period. And even when I was militant, I didn't walk around being racist, but anybody wanted that smoking in them groups, I went ran into the group. You had a little gang in a suburb, we went running to your racial gang. So I ain't trying to put stuff on the table just to make people bad. I'm trying to tell you if it's true and I see it, I'm going to speak on it, especially if I'm running around loving and encouraging on you. I don't play with hate. Told you I dance with the devil and lead. I'm done dancing there, so y'all can have it. You can have it. But if you didn't, Bibles, I'm sorry. But if you did, sorry, not sorry, sweetie. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. That's who I am. And I'm going to stand 10 toes down in who I am. And if you think I want to change, then go look in the mirror because it's time for you to change. Not because I want you to, because your heart can feel it. And if you know that you're not and you know you're okay, stay who you are. Let that crown shine. They keep getting better. But like I said, this was PJJ Sunday. So I had to make it very clear. Like, girl, take a break. I'm taking a break from that bullshit. I'm taking a break from pretending like, wait a minute, hold on. Let's call you all out to the table. Bring them out. You tough enough to do it. You tough enough to go on Discord. And if you could go on social media and actually put this to a typewriter or okay this to something, then baby, don't get bad somebody saying it. Don't get bad somebody saying it. Because, honey, if you got it on a video, I will share the video on my page, sweetie, and timestamp when you did it. No, I'm not going to play your video. I'm going to share it to the masses. And I'm going to hashtag everybody you calling out. Oh, you don't like the blacks? I'm calling out every black sector everywhere. Because if that's whose attention you want, I'm going to give it to you. Like, I'm not scared of none of this. I'm damn sure not scared of women that got to come together to destroy one woman, two women, three women. I'm not with that. I'm not with no woman who talking about people, kids. I'm not with none of that. You want to be on that? Cool. But now if you out here dogging it and you getting it back, I don't feel sorry for you neither. It's mutual combat y'all saying y'all want to be up in. And that's some real shit. But like I said, if real bad, road hog bad. Stop pretending like these two different people. If C was bad, Mud's bad. Quit pretending like these two different people. If Terry Lynn bad, every half of y'all just named is bad because they all done get worse. Terry Lynn wasn't even in this shit, and some of these players were already in it. Because I remember when a lot of this stuff, I remember people didn't have channels and they went and got channels because you wanted to take people down. I've been watching. I seen it. I wasn't touching nobody. I just came up here and still respecting, didn't I? But if y'all want to play, we fuck. That's not good. Cat U.S. Navy, how you doing? Says, how you doing? How you doing? Every time I sing it in the same, I think, thank you for your services. JJ says, how you doing? How you doing? But I'm going to keep it a buck. So, no. So if you do it, and you think you're going to sit around and keep blaming people, I'm going to start calling you out. If I know it, I'm going to call it out. And if I'm lying, tell me where I'm lying. Tell me where I'm lying. Tell me where I'm lying. Because I'm not going to be telling y'all some gossip. Ain't nobody clip me. They don't send me clips. They know better. I'm not the clip person. But if somebody going to tell me something, they say, Dan, did you watch such? Because they know I'm going to watch every piece of it. Y'all going to watch 10 minutes in a 6-hour live. I'm going to watch 6 hours. And then I'm going to rewatch it in pieces. Didn't I tell you I got ADHD? So when my attention called, it's called. And I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break it down. Steady breaking these hoes down. And break it down. Steady breaking these hoes down. And I'm going to love it. Every piece of it. Because my mission was to stand. And I was brought over here to stand right in here. So how I'm going to do it is the right way. And then keep on moving. And keep on moving. Don't stop. And still it'll be everywhere. Because then it'll be all over the internet. And having fun. Enjoying myself. Promoting and supporting other content creators. I ain't around here going through. Y'all act like I go through neighborhoods looking to see who's doing wrong. I don't. Sometimes, like I told you, I done sat in chats where please, I done seen people pull up on people. I done seen people prove people wasn't in rehab. I done seen it all. Done it all. Done seen, like I said, I have seen 187s that got on the internet before they got took down. Because it happens. Y'all keep playing. People done pulled up on each other. For real. Because they had your location, but wasn't saying, girl, I got your location. I sent a pizza. Now they sent their mom. They was there. I seen it. Seen people get their kids took while they was live. And I ain't talking about old girl who y'all like to defend because y'all want to talk about Siwa got her kid took. No, Siwa didn't get her kid took. All them people that Gavin, all them got her kid took because that girl Trisha Alicia was trash. She was trash. One day she brought a random man home from the internet, was sitting in there drunk and high as a kite with this man while her daughter was screaming for water in the back. And then she went in the back and beat her daughter. They were calling on her. She was smoke weed with her daughter in the car and she's inebriated. She drove drunk. Forget that trip to McDonald's she made and Siwa was only, and they told Siwa when she was going over there to get her nosy butt from over there because she was cloud chasing with the story. They knew it. Gavin checked Siwa back in the day. But people defend Trisha Licious to stand for Siwa. Trisha Licious is trash worse than Siwa. Trisha Licious drops the N-bomb just about every live. But I seen people defending them. I've seen real mothers who didn't deserve their kids to have their kids taken on the internet because they got into it with people. So that's the mothers I'm talking about. I ain't talking about some skank-ass racist drug addict hoe who is damaging her child. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not. But Trisha Licious was trash. Daisy, how you doing? Racist trash. And I've seen people recently in the yikes sector. Oh, and poor Trisha Licious. Poor Trisha Licious. Yeah, poor little girl. Because the little girl loves her mother. Most abused kids still love their parents. Because they don't want to be taken away. But I was happy that little girl was gone. I don't want her in a bad foster care. I was praying that God didn't take her to give her something worse, that maybe he was going to save her so she don't end up just like her mama. Trisha listened about several random men she met in chats to her crib where her daughter was. Poor Trisha Licious. I need y'all to get out this cement of torture. Ugh. Ugh. Random men to your house while your daughter's there. And y'all get her. Not a good mother. I watched her 3 whole times. Every time else I watched Gavin, all them, because I went to their little community. But once again, here's another community. They dropping in bomb all day, every day. They doing all that. This is what they do. But when Siwa kept promoting her, the dude who sold that stuff, every last one of them were racist. But she was just trying to get clout off numbers and what they was getting. Once again, bringing races into the thing. I've loved the mob my whole life. What y'all be trying to represent what's the mob is the total opposite of what I've grown up. I live in Chicago. I live in the area where the towers that go through the city underground are. I live in Chicago. We got streets named after mob figures. We got families. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Big families. So I've respected the mob. When I say respect, I don't mean like I'm glorifying, but I'm just saying I've had a respect, and I'm not going to deny that or try to clean that up for nobody. But ever since it's kind of like, this ain't even mob shit. When did the mob start going to fight women? When did the mob start telling all their business all over the internet? Wait a minute. When did the mob house this many broke frugasies? Huh? I can't. I ain't. I won't. I won't. So we just saying stuff. So I'm real leery of who they bring around here. Because every time they bring us on, they bring men who want to fight women. They bring gay men who only want to fight men. Like, that's the only thing gay men do. They don't. I just can't. I can't. I can't. I ain't. I won't. And not saying it's not good people in the mom community or not. I don't know. Don't want to find out. Because every representative people seem to bring seem to be bad. Angel Gotti, I ain't got nothing against, because at least with her, I've been watching the Gotti family my whole damn life. But I'll say, I still don't go over there. Nothing against them. I just don't. Because I know mobs awards wouldn't be on the internet. What? The mob, the reason we got a RICO Act. So they would be RICO acting on the internet? Don't you RICO Act mean everybody get the same thing? So that means people who ain't even on the mob, even on the internet, if they part of the same mob, they talking about what go down with them, the mob would be silencing these people. The mob, I don't know. Like y'all telling me the mob that got soft, and they all snitching. They all telling. They all tell. That's like telling me they got a gang psycher on here that's telling you all the stuff, where they bagging up, where they get it from, who they connect is, what country. Yeah, right. And then they floating through women's sectors, beating up on women. Okay, yeah, right. They been check one of these women. Like, girl, did you say bring my gang banging ass over there and check one of these? You trying to get me indicted, heifer? But they say, dun 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 dun. Let me go save a hoe. And I'm gonna argue with some heifers about the same thing the heifer I'm saving doing. Oh, baby, but I ain't got it. As I also degrade a dead woman. Okay. Y'all, please. I ain't even gonna take y'all to YouTube church. Because if you go, you know this is what's going on. I ain't making up none of this stuff. That's why I'm telling you, it made me nauseous. When I'm watching a man sit on a computer calling out a woman. Where the real men around him like, dude, what is you doing? And then time out. Dude, do you have a wife or a girlfriend or a woman that's hurting your knob? Because I got to know how she's letting another woman pull your strings like that for her. Because that woman that's pulling your strings better be giving you something. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She better be giving you something. She better be giving you something. Is she paying you for it? Are you security? Security! Security! Somebody pay the security guard at the door. Tip him. Because he sure is Captain Saber. I fear no man, but God, I don't fear men that fight women. And I don't feel real bosses that move like real bitches. I don't. I don't. Because every real man I know, as soon as I say go get a woman, gonna check me. They gonna check me. That'd be like me calling a man. I'm saying, who's that dude messing with you? I'm finna go over there and check him. How good am I making the man look? That the woman come jumping up to check for it. Dude, baby, go sit down. Y'all sit down. It's PJJ Sunday. I'm for the queens always. Wear your crown, we can be cool. Don't wear your crown. You can do what you want. I don't care. I won't be there. I won't be there. But if I do see it, I will talk about it. The same way I'm talking about every skank doing it. And that's it. I'm done. I stand with the real women. I stand with the real queens, the real fighters, the real survivors. I stand for that. I stand for that. And I will continue to fight just like when I didn't get along with women, the women who make it bad for the rest of us. That's it. Point blank. And I'm always going to fight for the V. Always. Always. So that's where I'm at with it. Debbie loves how you're doing. That's where I'm at with it. What you confused about, so I can unconfuse you real quick. I don't even want to get out of here till you got clarity. What you confused about, Angie? And I trust me, I ain't even saying that sarcastically. I just looked down and saw you were confused. So I don't think ambulance, if you're talking about what I'm talking about, can unconfuse you on what I'm talking about. So I just want to make sure I clarify it for you. I don't want nobody to go unanswered on what I'm saying. I don't want you to go ask nobody else. Please ask me. Not one person can speak for me. Not one. Not one. Because we don't even speak the same. Thank you. Because I'm standing for us. Like I said, these people ain't did this to me. If I was like everybody else, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. The ones who've done something to me actually in disrespect would be Tank, Jerry Vat, Muzz, and Sewell. Them came with disrespect. And Sweaty, of course. Other than that, I'm speaking on just what I'm seeing. And it's wrong. And we keep trying to check people, but we're not even checking the people that we like because they doing the same thing. That's what I'm saying. And people get mad around here when you call out what somebody did because they like the person. But if you like them so much, shouldn't you say that's wrong? If Terry Lynn called me up and said, hey, I'm about to call this dude, he finna come on here and check one of these bitches, I take Terry Lynn, you's a pussy ass bitch. Because you running around here so tough, but you are getting men to attack women? You think I wouldn't? You think I wouldn't come on here and call her one? Then you don't know me. I would be madder at her than anybody else. That's not who I am. That's not who I am. But around here, if I like somebody, they can't be wrong, but everybody else is just so wrong. I'm not like that. They wrong and they human. But I'm going to call it out and I'm going to say, no, stop. If a man says something to you and you become petrified, why would you send a man at another woman? What if she became petrified? And since you know that feeling, why would you want that on any other woman? I was violated over 30 years ago. And to this day, if you impulsively touch me, I jump. Stop. Y'all make too many excuses for wrong for me. Where's the confusion line? No, I'm just asking because I just want to make sure. I don't think you have a problem. Never had no problems with nobody in here. I don't argue with people in the chat. Every time somebody has come to be against me, it ain't even something I did. It was something somebody said, somebody liked it, somebody don't like. So I just want to make sure we have clarification. I don't want nobody, because around here on YouTube, especially over here, what people do is they sit in your face and they go talk about it behind your back. Ask me. Ask me. I am transparent. I am open. And I'm telling you, this fight is because it's wrong. It's wrong. That's it. That's it. All I've heard is terrible allegations on people, and none of them have been substantial. So, for example, I've heard people are petties. I've heard people are this. I've heard people are abusers. I've heard people are this, but nothing's been done. People want to take their lives, kids fighting for their life, people coming to people's house. No, no, nothing, no charges. Nothing. If that was going on all over YouTube, none of us are safe, and YouTube should just shut down. And don't y'all know any virus just spreads? People come on here and make people feel bad because they'll like people. You can like people, that's fine. I'm just saying, don't tell me you stand for real stuff, but you like people who are racist. You like people who torture women, and you like men that fight women. Don't tell me that and then tell me you stand for something. Say I like the gutty, and that's just who I am, and I'll honor you for that. Because I know people will tell me, like, I smack a chick. That's them. That's a them thing. I ain't calling that dude because I know I need a chick smacked. I don't know, y'all. So, like I said, so trust me, when I was asking, was it clarification? I just wanted to know. Because I wanted to make sure y'all didn't think I was saying something about somebody and thought I was the wrong person. Because I don't even want nobody to repeat the wrong thing. Or say that, listen, Danny ain't making up none of this stuff. All these people gossip on each other and tell and go prove that you did it. That's why I was like, why I'm going to make 9 different membership modes when really people are just doing that so everybody can come up in here and take your stuff. Y'all want these people to come take y'all stuff and pass. I don't. They pass the message. Y'all not going to pass the real messages. Y'all going to pass the BS, the hate, the stuff that's the demise of this country, the stuff that is taking our lives. Mm-hmm. Co-hosting. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And sometimes it be like that because I'm not okay with that. I'm not. I am not. Y'all, everybody be talking about here. That's like saying if I came and told you, like, I don't like patties, but this patty okay because I really know him. Then I can't tell you I don't like patties. I can tell you I don't like that one. And then I shouldn't say I don't like him because he's a patty. I say I don't like him because he's him. That's what I'm saying. The contradictions is just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Nurse Jen, how you doing? Oh, no, no. No, it wasn't. I just caught the end. So I thought she was saying she was lost to me. I didn't go back up in it in the conversation. Like I said, ambulance, I love ambulance. I know ambulance ain't up in here kicking on no dust. I don't look at ambulance as a message. I don't. Angie ain't never came up in my chat and been kicking them dust. I thought she was confused on who I was talking about. That's it. That's why I wanted to make sure she knew. That was it. That was it. The disgust y'all see on my face is just thinking that for 3 years I've watched so many people think this shit's okay, but say that this is what they're fighting for. So that the disgust on my face is just thinking about that, like, ugh, ugh. But in my chat is a kingdom. So when you come in, just like for instance, Maria been coming to my chat since the beginning. I never did it wrong. Not once. No matter what nobody was thinking about it, who liked it, who didn't like anybody who's come up in here. I've shown nothing but respect. Unless you're not showing me respect. And I will continue to do that because that's wearing a crown. So I don't have a problem with that. But you come up in here and you Captain Saving, I'm putting you right back out there, Johnny Cochran. Right after I check you. Because that makes you a minion. Because these people know how to speak for themselves. Trust me, they got platforms. They got a whole center stage. Why do they have all these minions? And I told y'all in the beginning, when the minions come, I go for the head. I tell the minions, shut up and go get your chief. You scared of them, not me. I'm not. I'm never scared of a bully. I've never feared a bully. Mm-mm. Oh, yeah, no, she does. She does. Mm-hmm. She pulled the race card on me to tell me how to be black. Because she read some books. So if reading books would teach you how to be black, what you think living being black could be? Because living being black lets white people walk up to you and tell you how to be black. Because they think they made you, they own you, and you're less than. That's the sign of racism, ignorance. She showed ignorance. Even when Christ conflict was out, she used to speak to Christ conflict and basically say, without saying in words, and anybody who watches tell me I'm lying. She used to literally say, like, he was a good example of a black man. At least they had him as an example, like real examples, every black man. What black man y'all know? Huh? You had a whole black president. He didn't example no black man for you? Good or bad? He didn't. Denzel didn't. I'm just gonna name the ones you seen on TV. Tupac didn't. Michael Jordan didn't. Scottie Pippen didn't. None of them. Not one you saw in a store you worked at. None. Just real. Because that's the example you want of a black man. That's the example you want of a black man. Somebody promote their album because I show here. That's all. Sorry, yeah. Anyway, it's in there. But no. But she would be sitting there, and you're educated. Then she turned on him too. Because she was talking to him to take down another black man. And like I said, can somebody please tell me what was the recipe you guys used to get real? Because that's what they did. How come it don't work for John? Couldn't catch it on Amber? Mm. Okay. All right, I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend that happened in my mind. Use them tactics. Because, they came together for that. I watched from the background. And that's why when he came back, they still all work together because they still gonna not stop. Like I said, I ain't saying he right. I'm so mad he back on this stupid stuff and he back gotta see what's bum arm up his ass. Because when they done, the racist ones in here are gonna lope what he doing to all of us. To justify what they doing and what they saying about all of us. And does anybody remember when Cody said, get your end, and everybody said, he said, get your trigger? And then did anybody remember that when he said that, he said, oh, I thought we were talking to Julie. And everybody kept saying, why would you think he was talking to Julie like it was okay? Well, recently, Julie just brought her husband up and showed us how racist he was. So it lets me know that when Cody, Julie, and Yikes are on the phone together, they're just in it and racial slurring it and racial slurring it. And these people still probably talk to Julie and say they fighting racism. Stop me, please. I could do this all night. See how they told us Cody told us Julie was a 1-8 hate back then. But we were so busy trying to say he said trigger. First of all, go get your trigger. I thought John said a Glock was a knife. So what's all this trigger talking when it's all knives we're talking about? So again, it's just getting worse, and y'all allowing it. Y'all are funding it. It's like when people let people from other countries in here and then they going back and forth and they're funding terrorism in their country off of our money. You all are funding this, promoting this, encouraging this, enabling this, and making it happen. They all gonna go live within the same 24 hours. They're working together. Not working on me. Ain't playing my face no more. I'm calling it out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. So for all those who've been bullied by these people, don't get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Because it's time they all stand on the same platform. I'm telling you, I'm going to bring them on there like Joe Clark. Y'all know about Joe Clark, right? Hold on. I see before I leave, I'm going to have to give y'all a little something. I'm going to have to inspire y'all real quick. Because we're going to come up with us a nice little YouTube anthem, honey. And I'm start pulling up on these people, and I'm going to need them to recite the YouTube anthem. I'm going to need to hear it loud and clear because they used to call me Crazy Joe. Now they can call me Batman. I'm getting ready to swoop through here and save the people because the women are dying. They are dying. We are losing. Look, women, while y'all sitting here fighting each other with this dumb stuff, did y'all look what the country is saying? They saying we just a whole. We are nothing special. And we proving it. Who need us? They gonna be making women. They gonna be making us to replace us. It's bad enough every time you turn around, one of us are losing our reproduction. They don't care. They are wiping us out, sweeties. And the real ones need to stand up because we the ones fighting for this whole world. We are the ones fighting. So no, I'm sorry, y'all. If Danny says time is too short for me to be acting like I'm a 13-year-old girl in heat who's insecure and angry that the other girl got longer hair than me. No. No. Danny is gonna be the grown woman that's fighting so that when we do the numbers in 10 years, the numbers of young ladies taking their lives because they're depressed, because they, you know what I'm saying? Because of any of that is gonna go down. That's what we're gonna be a part of. Because I want to add this here before I go. Because y'all think I'm here we go. I can't stand when I'm trying to do something and I feel like I'm doing it wrong with two things. One, like I said, these heifers keep me on their brain. Whoever made that walrus and me thing, the first person I got it from was Harmony yesterday morning. I seen the walrus coming, so I just thought it was just a meme about, do the walrus or whatever. And I said, wait, is that me? Is that me? That's how I was on the screen. Yeah, you ain't watching me. Yeah. You wish you was wiping my bum after I took a bookie. Because you were all in my business. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the truth. You all in my business. You so knee deep in my business. I thought it was yours. Yeah. Oh yeah. But Kelly Yates, you a Yates I'll take. I got families that got last name Yates. People I'm real close to and they ain't nothing like that. So I don't even compare the two. I don't even compare the two. Into my Kels and Angie, please don't have side conversations. You can. I just wanted to make sure she didn't think I was talking about somebody else and didn't know what I was talking about. That was truly it. Okay, y'all. I'm trying to see how I just put that there. Let me put this on the screen real quick. You see this man? This man was tortured on the internet. I respected him. So when I told y'all when I came in here, I told y'all a loss I wouldn't do and let it be in vain. And we took a loss. Several over here. Now I ain't say nothing. In the disrespect and the way it was done. And I said, y'all, this gotta stop. And finally, after me, I've been really holding my mouth. And it was killing me. It was killing me because I said, God didn't put you here to not say nothing. I didn't come to make people happy by agreeing with wrong stuff. I came to say that I'm obviously in here and I'm going to make a stand. And that don't mean I got to change people, but I'm definitely going to stand on the right side of the fence on this one. I'm definitely going to do it the right way. And like I said, sometimes I just looked up and I'm like, this ain't right. This ain't right. We ain't winning. Ain't nobody taking nobody down. Ain't nothing happening. I'm rooting. The only people getting affected is women, blacks, minority. Only people. And the people doing it ain't even affected, but they swearing they losing money, sleep, kids, houses, dogs, job. But y'all still doing all this money at court, and you still doing all this and no resolve. Okay, you want me to believe that? You want me to believe that? Then you also want me to believe pigs are flying, and they are flying out your boom boom. They are flying out your boom boom. It's already cooked pork chops. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Hold on, y'all, because I literally just did this twice. It's funny because it won't let me do it from my computer. There it is. I'm looking at it. I am looking at this on my thing, but I'm going into my bank. Hold on. I'm going into it, and it's there. It is. Dang it, because I got it in the wrong thing. That's why. No, that would never be my thing. You would never take over the realness of royalty to the kings and the queens. To the kings and the queens always. Sorry, that's why I got it in the wrong thing. This is. I'm sorry, y'all. Charge it to my bad eyes, not my heart. Somebody probably gonna charge it to my doggone tab. It should be on there. Y'all, I'm getting better at this. There we go. Mama Ann, that's okay. Get your rest. It's Pajama Jammy Sunday. It's Pajama Jammy Sunday. So we supposed to get something out today. We supposed to get something out today. This was hilarious, y'all. This was hilarious. So that heifer say she don't never stream. She don't even just stream. Because once again, I Muzz, Geneva, Star, all them do the same thing. Muzz took down Christ Conflict, Star took down Mel. They just all the same team. G.I. Joe, American Shame Hoes. Yeah, that's what they doing. But I'm coming through, y'all. I'm Joe Clarking it, y'all. They used to call me Crazy Joe. Now they can call me Batgirl. I'm coming for you. I'm lining y'all up on the stage and I'm letting you know. I need them to leave expeditiously. I'm coming through, content creators. You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you? Then just go on and jump. Go on and jump. You doc swimming, don't you? You want men and women homes, don't you? I'm coming through, y'all. Y'all better get ready. I might just change my doggone avatar to Joe Clark. Because I'm coming through these streets. And by these streets, I mean the sector right here. Because I didn't come to YouTube to change YouTube. I came to show I am a change. But since I've been over here, he haul and ski saw it, and I got subbies from over here, and I roll up over here a lot, and I don't belong in no sector. But since I do, Hante, I didn't just come to get rid of him. I came to get rid of the racists and the trash in the neighborhood. They swear it ain't racist and trash. So, and somebody said, Danny, well, who made it your job? I did. I hired myself. And I'm going to work because I feel like quitting. And no, you safe with me because I'm safe. I'm safe because I don't run under the gangs they run under. They see how they be like, I can't stand such no bullshit. They be saying stuff like I can't stand such and such, I can't stand such and such, I can't this with such and such, I can't. They ain't got them blocked, so they can just come running up in their chat talking crabby to them and they subscribers. Come on, baby, they want that smoke. They be wanting each other to fight. They want that. They leave it open for each other. Girl, come in. They leave the door open. They leaving them open like the gates. And then tell them, how many got in? The gates are open. They know. They know. That's it. I'm getting a raise. That's it. It's official. I just got a raise today because I am the HNIC. And that wasn't playing word. That was for head nasty bitch in charge. But baby, you better know, we can get it. Girl, I can get it. But the difference between me and you, you'll be degrading me. I'll be calling you out for what you are. And what I know is the truth hurts. The truth will keep you awake at night. The truth will have you drinking. The truth got somebody smoking on a glass pipe right now. Right now. I hit you with the truth. And oh boy, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. It's going to make your life so sad. You're going to be hitting me with lies. I'll be like, I'm going to rise. You're going to still be standing in the same seat you was in, fighting the same people you was fighting for the last 17 years. The only thing you done caught was a bunch of people telling you how you're alive. And now they all punking you because they know you couldn't even get this fool out. So you couldn't stop a druggie and a hooker? Oh, okay. Baby, you don't want to stop them. You want to help get them more narcotics and meet some women to make their clients. I guess that's what you're trying to do. I don't know. I don't know. I stopped trying to figure it out a long time ago. I just watch and see what's going to happen. But remember the one thing, behind every messy sub is a content creator who's allowing it, promoting it, and encouraging it. Because a sub can't do anything that's shown unless a creator give it to them. Nothing I've ever came on here and told y'all because some sub came and gave me something messy. I don't, because they don't do that with me. They don't do that with me. Even people tell me their story of why they are the way they are, why they don't do this, they tell me their story. They don't bother to tell me somebody else's. But more than what they tell me is they're tired. All around. And I'm talking about people that be in here. They're tired. They keep getting hit by the shots because it's ricocheting everywhere. You're not just hurting the people you think you hurting. You hurting several people. You degrade a black person on here, you think that don't hurt me? Because just because you say you talking about them, I know I'm still black. And I know I'm in a country that no matter what goes on, as soon as something go wrong, what's reminded is what you think of blacks. So stop doing that to each other. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm always going to stand firm in black. Like I said, a lot of y'all didn't even know that the doggone free lunch come from the Black Panthers, but y'all dissing black people. Stop. And many of Americans benefit from that. Stop. Stop. This country was built with us. Stop. Stop. We're just as important as everybody else. Stop. And even if you don't see it, I got a crown, baby. I come from royalty. We came from kings and queens before y'all even know you had none. And like I said, Caucasians don't come from Europe. They come from the Caucasus Mountains. Stop. That's where the word Caucasian comes from. Stop. Can we just be people? Can we just love each other? Can we all? Hey, Rodney King from heaven, can we all just get along? Dang. And if you don't want to get along, go get it on, but go fight a good cause and change something. Do something. Told the shorty today, you want change, become the change you need. Become the change you're looking for. That's where change starts. That's where it starts. So the change I was looking for is to see women, real strong women, real batted women, real connected women come together and make a change. And that's what I'm going to do because I'm a real strong woman. I'm a real connected woman. I'm a real queen. And I'm going to put the queens together and we're going to make something happen. And I mean that. Queens of all races, queens from all backgrounds. That's what I'm going to do because that's the crown. Because like I said, I used to wear my Queen Elizabeth crown. Y'all know she reigned through them countries out there because there's some people will tell you the terror she brought, hunty. It wasn't all good, hunty. But now I got on my Princess Diana. So now I'm a little classier. And sometimes I like to think I want to put on my Mother Teresa, but I haven't got there yet. She was a saint. Okay, she's a saint. And so I may never get to my Mother Teresa, but I definitely got on my Princess Diana right now. He's got on his Burger King. He's got on his Burger King. Then people just walk past talking. Nino just ran through this whole house. He thought they came in. I'm thinking, why would people come in the house and one, I didn't get up and open the door? And two, they're outside. They out front. It don't sound like my neighbor's talking. Or somebody in front of my neighbor's house talking. And it's not nobody in this house. But y'all, he just went crazy. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Shoot, everybody going to see this Barbie movie got me wanting to go ahead and just order it and watch it today. Shoot. Damn it, why do we love Barbie so much? Once upon a time I hated her. Just couldn't stand her. Ever since that year, I didn't get that Malibu Corvette. I mean, that Barbie Corvette. And I got like Barbie's cheaper car. Well, I don't even think it was Barbie's car. I didn't say Barbie. I think they just got me a car. And I was like, oh no, I need Barbie's Corvette. Okay. And ever since me and Barbie, we have had a little falling out. And I was like, Bumpy Barbie, it's all about Danny. It's no more Barbie, it's Danny's world. Okay. And so we've kind of had some feuds over the years. I traded on her. I was like the brats, they're the girls. And, like a lot of stuff happened with me and Barbie, right? Me and Barbie have been through some phases, but I'm like, oh my God, you got a movie? Like, what? But anyway, we'll talk about that later because it's PJJ Sunday. I literally have to watch the last episode. I don't know if anybody watched The Dawn. I don't know if anybody watched that by the writer who did Flowers in the Attic. I don't know if he did. It was 4 parts. It's really good. Last night when I put my granddaughter to sleep, I ended up getting on the phone and running my mouth with Heidi for a few hours. And so when it was done, I was like, I can't watch the end of this 3rd episode and the 4th episode because I'm going to fall asleep. So I am literally about to get off of here. I am about to watch that. And then later on, we can just talk about it. I mean, like I said, I'm 2.5 episodes into the 4, and I'm really into it. I'm trying not to talk because I'm scared the things I think are going to change. So we'll see. But I definitely want to just come on. It's Pajama Jammy Sunday. So in this last year, we have Pajama Jammy Sunday. I think we've missed one Pajama Jammy Sunday. And I think that worked and I didn't go. I don't remember what it was, but I think we missed 1 or 2. So I was no way I wasn't coming in. And like I said, my break is from that shit. My break is from sitting there in any form of way, laughing while y'all still fighting the same suckers y'all ain't doing nothing with. And it's definitely my break is from being anywhere where you are kowtowing to racists or men who attack women, period. I'm not doing that. I won't be there. I won't talk about that unless I'm talking about how that chick is just as shady as the bitches she going after. That's it. Selfie says how you doing. That's what I'm taking a break from. So all these Justice League women, be the real Justice League women you want to be. And do on the others as you want done to yourself. Because like I said, if I do you away, trust me, you can do me that same way. Because like I said, even when I'm checking, you check me with facts. Don't check me with opinions. Your opinions mean nothing to me. You think, like I said, you think we ugly, we got to be sleeping together. Let's be here. And if I can get you up or wet or however it is you do when you get up with somebody, then that tells me you must be turned on by me. Because otherwise you wouldn't be. So, like I said, there's just certain things I'm not going to care about. If you thought I was fat, then honey, I don't care. It tells me what you think about your body, no matter where it's at. If you thought I was broke, that's funny because I ain't asking nobody to pay my bills. I'm not. Now, what I will tell y'all, I should call everybody I know today and ask, hey, you guys have blah. I'm just playing. Somebody like, yeah, and then she was like, because she needed $20 to pay her life. I'm like, what? What? I wish you'd have paid that 16 grand. No, I don't. No, I don't. Because we had it and we did it. Calling, how you doing? How you doing? But yes, like I said, so that's all we can do. Because all of us done walked a life that made us see things in places most people ain't seen. So it could make us better. So whether it was you grew up and you were seeing racism, you became better. Like I said, when I was real militant, the Rosewood story was one of the things that really hit me the hardest because when I looked into it, one, our history books won't even put that in the books like that, though it's part of history. When the governor of Florida was declaring he wanted all black people out of Florida at that time, and when the crime happened, it didn't even happen in Rosewood, and the woman was not attacked by a black man, she was having an affair on her husband, and through that, hundreds of black people were killed, and there are towns that were, Rosewood being one of them, that would never be reopened. And it was just a town where black people said, you give us nothing, but we'll be free. We won't hurt nobody, won't mess nobody, and we won't even come across those tracks you're telling us not to come across. And because of their jealousy, they slaughtered them. And so I held a hatred, slaughters of people, while they talk about other people and how worse they are. So it's always, oh, Black Lives Matter, but they take each other's lives, but nobody talking about the people that take everybody's life. Just go fix that before you come fixing mine. So with Rosewood, I had so much hatred in my heart. But then one day when I finally read a book that was actually written about Rosewood, and it was written, if you ever seen the movie Rosewood, if you could stomach the truth. If you ever seen the movie, then you'll know there was a little boy on there whose father was so racist. He was one of the biggest killers to the black people in that community. When he took his son didn't want to be there. He wanted to play with those little kids. He just wanted to be a kid. Anyway, when he took his son to this mass grave they had made of all these Rosewood people, his son ran away as a little boy. That little boy grew up to become a real life lawyer. And that little boy found survivors of Rosewood and got them reparations for what his family did. Because so sometimes the storm can make you better. And if he never had lived in that, he never would have became that. So I'm not here to tell you couldn't have been wrong, because I was wrong. That's how I got right. I hated. That's how I learned to love. I did. So I can honestly say I had to walk a walk to get here. So I'm not here to judge nobody. Nobody perfect. But I'm definitely here to say, like, I do better because I know better. And I see the big picture, not the one point. Because the one point will only keep me one way. Just like when I fixed myself, I had to stop seeing what people did to me and start seeing what I was doing to myself because of them. Because that's what I could change. So like I said, y'all, yeah, so there's not a movie to that, Nurse Jen. There's a book. The young man wrote a book, because when you go to the library, they're going to probably be, unless they've updated it now, there are only going to be about 4 actual books that are factually telling you about Rosewood. Because to put that in books would have to admit what was done, would have to admit that our government was allowing, because governors used to be able to do that. I mean, presidents used to sit with the Klan pumping them during their inaugurations. This is the country I live in. And in Rosewood, they slaughtered a whole community who did nothing because they were jealous that these black people were happy when those backwoods of Florida didn't even want them back here. Do you know to this day, there's a part of the back where Rosewood is, where if I go, I'm never coming back. But people want to tell me, well, I'm not that American. Well, it's still going on in America, baby. So I'm sorry if I don't want to play it on the internet when you have a choice not to be like this. So I'm sorry. So I'm called, bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Yes. Can do to people, yes. It is important to learn where you come from before you telling me where I can go. So, Muzz, when you read in those books, before you give me the history of Africa, I got to talk about the history of America. I was born here, sweetie. My mother and grandmother, sweetie. Do you know the history of America? Do you? Because I do. And I'm still sitting here saying I got love for everybody in it. Do you hear me? And I know what they've done. I know what they're doing. But I also know how far we've come. And I'm not shackled and oppressed. I've been took them off. That's why we don't like being called African Americans. We was only given African on our name because we were stolen from Africa. So to note who we were, you put African in front of it. They don't call Africans and Black African or African or Africans. We Africans because we was kidnapped. That's why we're African Americans. So see, even America put something in front of us to tell you where we took you from. We were born here from this soil. My grandfather helped build on the railroads in Louisiana. This is our land. Built, harvesting everything by us. So, again, you can't make me feel bad about being Black, but honey, I know the history of where I'm at. I know where I'm at. I know. I know that every time we had a great leader, they were taken down. People knew who did it, knew why they did it, and it still wasn't satisfied. Or these people weren't held accountable. I know. I know. I know. But now it's a book. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out the name of the book. Because like I said, when it comes to Rosewood, honey, you're not going to find that in history. The best version of the story you ever going to hear is the movie Rosewood. Because that's as close. And then Hollywood stopped him from being too real. And he got as real as he could get. But there was something that, come on, calm down. Don't keep showing they hiding in the cast. There was a lot of stuff that was in that movie they didn't want them to play. Because it was the truth. They afraid of the truth. They want to tell you, oh, look how ruthless these black, but they don't want to tell you what they was doing to them first when they was being calm and being nice. And then they wonder why a few years back people told you I'm not my ancestors. Ain't no shackles on my feet. So stop. Stop. No problem, Michelle. But that's what we have to know. Claudia says how you're doing. We have to spread facts, not fiction. Stop with the propaganda. Your money tells you united we stand. But we got to want to stand. And divided, we fall. And that's why we are always in debt. And that's why we've been failing. And that's why we're so sophisticated. But yet we have more disease than any other country, more addicts than any other country, because they're dividing us. Rise, people. Stand. Wake up. Wake up. They banned John Lennon from America for telling everybody to wake up. Wake up. Vote. Stand. This is a democracy. You got something a lot of people don't have. Stand. And once again, women rule the world. Ugh. Let somebody tell you different. And like I told them, you can take 2 women and 100 men and repopulate the world. You take 100 men, no women, and nothing happens. We only needed 1. Or you get 100 women and 1 man and repopulate the whole world. You need us. We are the things. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't know women were so great for so long, and I'm a whole woman. Put them crowns back on, sisters. Put them back on. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. Because they've done everything to take it from us. They've done everything to take it from. Now we take it from each other. We got enough enemies. I'm not going to be my own enemy. That's how I feel about being black. We got enough enemies. I can't be an enemy to mine. So like I told you, good, better, and different, I like black people. I love them. And I always will. I always will. You should have self-love. That don't mean I have to have hate for your race. I love my race. I understand why the ones who fight still fight, and I understand the violent fight, and I understand the peaceful fight. I understand. I overstand. So, like I said, I love y'all. I'm going to come back later. We're going to talk that. And then tonight, we're just going to kick the bobo as a nightcap because it's a Pajama Jammy Sunday. So that's what we're going to do. So we done got all the politics out the way. When Whispers, hey, your endurance says, long time no see. Much love, much love. And spread facts, not fiction. Empower. Are you a help or a hindrance? Which one you want to be? Because when I'm laying on my bed, I'm going to have to answer for me. And even though my whole life I could have been blaming everybody, I can't lay on my bed of finalness and be thinking about, and then Mary had did, and Spearhead did, and when Whispers had said, and Dookie had said, because they going to ask me, well, why was you there when they were saying all that? Because once again, I got to be accounted for my actions. And I stand firm, man. Only time I'm mad is like the other day when I realized when life showed me that what's going on in real life is what you're sitting amongst in here. It convicted my heart that I was no longer doing what I was set here to do. Because that's the only thing I got to do is my job. Do yours. Check that man in the mirror. Do something. Make a change. The change you want, make it. Stop waiting for somebody else to make it. Maybe it's on your heart because it was your job. Do it. Do it. Doing. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everybody. I love y'all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your real love. One thing I can say about this kingdom is everybody, y'all have shown me real love. I accept it. I respect it. And y'all make me want to be better. And you let me know it's okay to stand. Because somebody got to stand. Every great leader who stood and took the backlash or something got their life taken. Had they never stand, you wouldn't know that it needed the stands. But there was people waiting for the stand. They were waiting. They were waiting. When Martin Luther King came to do the Montgomery Crusade, people go talk about he was a cheater, he was a this, he was a that. But he came to do that. Don't you know there were still white people just like they were black, but they was waiting for somebody to stand. They was waiting for somebody to say, I ain't scared. They was waiting. This sector been waiting for somebody to really come defend the women. They've been waiting to actually talk about these shows. Don't y'all ever notice every time we talk about shows, everybody know about shows? Because that's what that's what brought us together, y'all. And this scandal took us to nothing, but now these all people made a reality show with their life. And it's not even as good as the shit we used to watch. We don't even watch TV no more because we too busy watching them. Y'all don't know what's going on in the world, but y'all know what's going on with them and in their discourse and on Instagram and in here. Wait, that's a lot to know about nothing. But yeah, so if you really want to find out information about Rosewood, to anybody who does, here's the best way to do. One, go look at the year when Rosewood took place. Then go look up the history of Florida, who was their governor. Read his speech. Read his speeches he was giving in the months of Rosewood. And all of them are going to say he don't care if they got on a boat, were hung on a tree. They were, you know what I'm saying? They got in a car. They walked. He wanted them all out of Florida. Listen to what I'm saying. He wanted all blacks out of the state of Florida. So, like I said, if you really want the history they're trying to hide from you, just go keep looking to where it was. Go look up the governor. Go look up in Florida the movements of the Klan and all things that were moving through there, and it'll tell you. And then go look up today those back roads in Florida where we're talking about. And note that they're still the most unsafest parts of Florida to this day. Over by the Everglades, sweetie. Know your history. Know where you wait, know where you at. So then when you would tell me where we going, I could tell you we went somewhere. I could tell you that once upon a time the governor was saying that about Florida. They ran through, and let me tell you something. While they was running through Florida, there were racist towns in Florida that the police stood at the borders and told them, "We'll kill you if we let you come up in here and touch our black folk." They told them. They said, "Our black folks ain't hurting nobody, and we ain't gonna let you come up in." And these were racist towns that wasn't even treating their black folk good. But they told them, "You come up in here, boy, and we gonna take you out." They told him, "Take that good boy stuff, so because there's gonna be people who stand, even in the midst of a storm." So know the history of this place, this world, and it'll make you be a better person, because what you'll know is even in these worst things, there were people fighting from all sides because they stood. I stand. I stand. Some stand around. I'm gonna stand up. And I know because I am black and I've watched my leaders and everything die for it, that they gonna crucify you for standing. Because together is the one thing they don't want. You gotta be built for it. Many I call the chosen of you. I'm just glad to know I'm chosen. That's it. And on that note, I'm gonna go watch this show. And I'm gonna call y'all later. Thank you, thank you. I think I saw some super chats. I think I saw some green. Hold on, because I want to thank you. I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, for shedding your light on me. Y'all know that song? It's been a long time, a very long time. Y'all know that house music, girl? Yeah, that's my jam. That's it. What did I tell you today my song was today, Heidi? K Sarah, thank you, member Virgie C. Thank you, sis. And thank you to all my crowns. Y'all think I'm loved, mommy. Y'all know I'm loving you the way I want to be loved and the way I really feel from my heart. And so if it's too much, tell me, and I can't say I'll slow down because I either love y'all. I'm just saying. But I'm gonna give love. I just seen my honey son so much. And I don't know how I just drove past it because I definitely thank you. I don't want to pass. I mean, I'm trying to make sure I also didn't miss nobody's names or comments because I really get to read the chat afterwards. Because then I'll be asking y'all questions to myself. Girl, what? And then y'all see me sometimes like, hey, such and such, because I just saw it. I'm sorry. I don't know why this is not popping up. It should be at the top of my screen. That's one thing about when you strolling from this computer. I swear, it seems like you either go too fast. And I want to thank my moms. I want to thank my moms. I want to thank all of these people who I speak to on YouTube or in Instagram. I want to thank y'all for the love. I'm talking about from the beginning. From the beginning. Y'all have been a buck, and y'all have accepted me for me. Not like I mean, because that kind of used to bother me at first when everybody was making like I was trying to be perfect. No, How can you be perfect in an imperfect world? How can you be perfect when no perfection exists? It doesn't exist. I just said failure wasn't an option. And I just said that, man, we sit around here talking about it'd be better if this, like I said, the change you want, you bring it. Stop waiting for it. Stop waiting for it. Stop waiting for your savior and save yourself. Stop waiting for somebody to give you the key that you got. That's it. And stop beating yourself up and you've made it. A lot of people gave up. You made it. You still being nice and people but don't be ashamed of you. Be you. Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay. See, I'm learning. I learn every day on here. Yeah, y'all hear this, please, y'all. This is what I'm telling y'all. Hear each other. Pray for each other, man. And people say, I don't want everybody praying for me. Let me tell you something. The people that you don't want praying for you, if they praying bad on you, they praying for you without asking. They already praying bad on you. You better know that just because somebody told you they praying bad, and they praying for your downfall. They praying for you to be as miserable as them. They praying for you to get your get back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about them. They gonna be praying on my downfall. I got haters every day. They've been hating on me since I came into the world. But when you got real prayer warriors and real believers and real good energy around you, take it. Enjoy it. Send love to each other. Send prayers to each other. Please. Please, our sisters are sitting in here, a lot of us, and they going through, and then they got to come in here and have pain. Can we give them some joy? Can we give each other some joy in this cold damn world? Somebody got a heater? Anybody got a heating blanket? Somebody, anybody? Turn it on, please. Anybody got shelter? We wouldn't have had an underground railroad had people who had homes through those areas not open the way to let us through. We got to come together. And I'm going to keep using examples of the worst things that happened in the world and let you know that there were still people standing. When they was marching them Native Americans out, there was people marching with them because they said, if you marching them out, damn it, I know you marching me too. Every freedom thing we've ever had, everybody who would, women mainly, when they marched, and the only time we ever did a million man march, they put a million black men together. Because we march, baby. We don't loot. The loot is the anger. The march is the voice. Baby, stand and stand tall. I think for every leader I've ever had, because they showed the way, and they showed in the midst of the storm, they still stood. And I come from all of them. Every leader, the greatest ones of the world, and some of the bad ones, because I learned from them too. I ain't even gonna. That's why I know that Hitler told them, oh, no. I know just what to do to the Jewish people because of what y'all did to the blacks and the Native Americans. He told them. I know. Thanks for the blueprint. I just made it worse. But the Jewish people rose, and look at them today. Raise them. They are shooting stars for me. I'd be like, because like I said, black people, we rose. Y'all think we didn't? We done made presidency, all kind of stuff. But honey, they rose, honey. They did out and still rise. Hunty, I be stand up and clap for the Jewish. Stand, Jewish, don't you ever hold your head down. Stand up and clap. Because I do. Because what was done was terrible. Like I said, the word ghetto come from that stuff. Because it meant death. I know the history of this world. I might not know every single thing, but I do know. And I'm going to talk about stuff we don't want to talk about. But that's stuff we need to talk about. So like I said, come together. Let's stand. I want to stand. I want to stand. I want to talk about the stand. I want to stand. I don't want to hear about the stand. I want to be in the stand. So thank you. Thank you for being a link of this chain of change. Thank you for understanding my light can't shine bright enough for everybody. We all got to turn it on so we make light. We all are in different places of the world, so that means this light is shining everywhere we can. And every time we turn on our light, we help to turn on a light for somebody around us, and it's just going to get brighter. And please remember, there's more good in the world than there is bad. Bad just talk louder. That's it. That's it. That's it. I love you guys. And Cosme, how you doing? Every time I see somebody, I'm like, I don't want to leave them. That's right. Cosme, you better tell them. You better, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. I climbed Stone Mountain. Stone Mountain literally has a plantation to this day at the bottom of the mountain. You know how many blacks ran to the top of Stone Mountain to be thrown off of it, to be taken back down, to be dragged down on a horse with a noose around their neck? Do you know how many blacks couldn't even come to Stone Mountain? And I marched on Stone Mountain. I climbed Stone Mountain where when you looked over, a white man grabbed your hand, an Asian was there. It was blacks. And we climbed together. And when we came down, like I told y'all, when you come down a mountain, if you've ever been mountain climbing, it's pitch black. Ain't no light on the mountain like that, sweetie. And honey, we was turning on our phone lights, girl. Y'all, we was turning on our phone light. And you had this little light. And this light only lit this one spot of that mountain. And then, we all did together. We finally looked left, right, seeing we walking in about 50 people because we walking so close to each other, right? So we all just turned our light on together. And you know what it made people see? Hey, you turn your light on. Turn your light on. And you know what we made to the bottom of the mountain? And y'all, I ain't making this shit up. We made a way together in the same mountain that Martin Luther King said he couldn't wait till the black folk could climb Stone Mountain, till the black folks went back to Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, and bought back their homes. And honey, we all living where? Everywhere. We went back to the South because we all had migrated, because after the war, they still was kicking us out the South. Baby, you better stand. We rise. Still I rise. So like I said, baby, we got to come together. That's right. Come together. Wrong is wrong and right is right. You better sing it. You better scream it. You better know it. And remember, I'm not responsible for nobody else but myself. So when you know to do right, do right. Like I said, I can tell you what these people did because I ain't never did this on the internet and I never will. I'm not just preaching. I'm not just saying what the people want to hear. I'm doing it. So I'm saying you can do it too. And if you did it, you could stop. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. And I still ain't calling you out your name. Well, maybe a bit. Well, them I'm calling out their name. They don't get a name. Your name is Shame. Your name is Shame. But the rest, I get it. That's all wrong too. But let's fight right, bosses. Let's fight like big chiefs. Let's really take them down. And then while that we taking them down, you going up. And not going up because you sold your soul. So that's it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Look what y'all saying. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Let's pray. Like, you never know what somebody going through. We know what these YouTubers going through with each other. We don't even know what's going on in their life. Then they'll jump out and be like, oh, by the way, I'm sick as a dog. Girl, you sick as a dog? You on here? Fight? Because I thought stress make you sicker. It don't make you better. So, y'all, let's take care of ourselves. Like, for real. For real. You know? I mean, Seba comes on constantly, tells she ain't even eating. Girl, you on here fighting like this and starving? Girl. Yeah. I ain't even invited, and I'm eating well. Sometimes I'm trying to get the pregnant on and get me back to eating more. I love food. If I gotta choose to come on here and fighting with y'all and eating, girl, I'm eating. I'm sorry, not sorry. Breezy, I'm eating. You know I'm eating, big Breezy. I make food when I'm not eating because I'm eating. Yep, yep. But that's the only intent. It's just like bullets. They gonna enter something. Remember that. When you throw them words out there, they gonna enter something, and they not even gonna enter the spirit of the person you're trying to hurt. It's gonna hurt somebody in your chat who that's something they fighting with their insecurities. Because let me tell y'all something, insecurity is worse than any habit. Matter of fact, insecurity leads to habits. It leads to abusing yourself, not loving yourself. Insecurity leads to all those things. So when people have insecurities, y'all gotta remember when y'all throwing this stuff out, you're going to offend, not just who you trying to offend. And that's what I don't think nobody thinks about at all. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. That's right. That's right. That's right, because sometimes we got to walk through the valley. And you know what they tell you? Your parents will tell you, and you going to tell your children? I went through it so you didn't have to. If somebody had to do that, I went through it so you don't have to. And thank you for that. Change them. Make them better. Yes. Yes, encourage each other. I love when y'all saying y'all need to hear that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to review that tonight. I just got to watch the end of 3 and 4. Yep, in PA we have them. Yeah, like I said, I took people in Georgia right across the street from Martin Luther King's crib, was what called shotgun houses. Now they had these in black neighborhoods and Jewish neighborhoods, definitely in Georgia, and they had them all around the states. But they were set up so that when they kicked in your front door, the only way out you were lined up. The door, the front, and the back door are lined evenly to slaughter. Do you know those houses are still standing? They are part of the demise of this country. It's the example of that somebody decided you weren't good enough that I would set you up to take you out at home. Scary, huh? Scary. Hmm. That's right. Respect will take you a long way. Respect is what makes me should see a crown and not compare your crown to mine because they're supposed to be different. They're supposed to be tailor made for you. They're supposed to be unique to who you are, what you are. They are supposed to hold the gems your ancestors left you that you didn't even know that you had these precious, with heirlooms that they left you, that they put in you. It was when you decided to put them in your crown that you noticed them. Yes, Mina, he says yes. Hmm. Yes, yeah. So I definitely want to get to that. And I've been running my mouth. I was only supposed to be on it for like 45 minutes. I swear I was. But y'all know I don't be rushing it. We talking. Mm-hmm. Oh, you've lived in one in particular. You know exactly what I'm speaking of. Directly across the street from the great Martin Luther King's house. Row of them. People still live in them. Well, I don't think they live in the ones directly across the street. I think those are actually tourist attraction. Like not tourist attraction. What do you call it? Like when it's historical, you can't tear it down. Whatever. But what's historical about that? Through Georgia for many a years, them boys came riding through there, kicked in people's door, and slaughtered them and their children. But it's part of the history of America. As they tell me how violent my people are. Wake up, people. Americans are violent, obviously. We're built on it. I did it. I can do it. Because we're angry. And we're fighting. The wrong fights, though. Mm-hmm. They're called shotgun houses. Mm-hmm. They're shotgun houses. Because you know with a shotgun, if you shoot it too far, the bullets spread. So it's just enough room from the front door to the back door and still go hole through you. Shotgun houses. They were designed by the people who designed them. That's why when I hear people on here and they being racist, and I know y'all working in big places, I think of that's how it's always been. Like I said, didn't I tell y'all that the Klan used to come to inaugurations? Klan members ran. They were cops. They were lawyers. They were doctors. They were teachers. Their wives were. So when I see that, I say, oh, sweet Jesus. When people come up, I'm like, oh my God, if you like this on the internet, I know what y'all like. I can imagine what y'all saying, do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're never gonna put it in school because if I've been telling you black people have endangered America their whole life, and I tell you what we did to them from the moment we brought them here, people are gonna feel sorry. It's just like that song going on with that music. If you tell too much of a truth, they get mad. They get mad. They could shut me down for telling too much of a truth because they say if people want to know it, they should go look it up themselves. Because see, what they told you is if you want to keep the truth from black people, put it in a book. But the truth is, if you want to keep the truth from America, put it in a book. They're too booked and busy to read it. And some of them are so blind, it's in their face and they can't see it. That's all. Because we've been brainwashed, bamboozled. There's only three races: Caucasoid, Mongoloid, and what is it? Negrozoid? Because I think they put that Negro word in it because they got to tell us that's black. But yeah, there's only three races in the world. So when we call people Arabic, there's no such thing as an Arabic person. There's Arabic countries and there's Arabic language. They go under Mongoloids. So they go under Asians. So if we really want to do something, know something, speak something. Like I said, don't keep telling me about Africa. Tell me about the Caucasus Mountains. And some of them tell me, I didn't know I came from the Caucasus Mountains. Don't, how are you telling me where my people came from? And then you know one point you was this color. I can't. I'm not here to teach. Go read the book yourself. Go read it. Go find out. Go find out where it's at. Look into it. You in your state, go look into your state from the beginning of when your state started. And then maybe you'll look at the people in it different when you realize that maybe I didn't see it because it was never something I had to see. But to understand the whole, I have to see it all. Thank God. No, that don't go on like that no more. Because like I said, we've evolved, but you have to know where we come from. And sometimes you have in your city, them good old boys still exist. Oh, baby, bye. And during the pandemic and during the last election, they let us know they were there. We all forget during the pandemic there were black people actually still hung. There was a black man chased down by police officers and off-duty cops while he jogged and his life was taken. It's still America. It's still built on division, racism, bringing in servants from other. It's built on that, boo. And it's built on our backs. So you better know it. Stop thinking you better than it. Because they hurting us all. Because that big C, that big pandemic of drugs, it affects us all. It all affects us. And they get richer and we get sicker. We get more medications to make it and still ain't making it. Yeah, no justice, no peace ever. And that's for everywhere there's no justice. Where there's no justice, there's no peace. The threat of an injustice anywhere puts a threat on injustice everywhere. And that's not the exact quote, but it's telling you the truth. If your neighbor's house can go in, yours can too. They can go in your neighbor's house and you don't care. Trust me, somebody go in yours and won't care. And your neighbor won't care either. If it's okay for one woman to be attacked, it's okay for all of us to be attacked. If my son's life don't matter, your son's life don't matter. If women are just a whole, all us just a whole. Let's get it together, people. Mama shucks. I heard that then. I am using my computer mouse to run my laptop. My grandmother, when she was a little girl, lived in Louisiana. Okay? And there was a white man who owned a store. And he would let his kids, because there was, high grass and stuff like in the fields between them. And he let the kids play together because they were white and at that time they could not play with those black kids. But his kids and my uncles, my great uncles, were the same age. And he would also give food to their family. Though what he was doing, because he was just being nice, would have cost his life and them to come burn his business down. Because see, that's hatred. That's what we're talking about with these people doing. See, look at it. I don't like blacks. If you're nice to them, I'm going to hurt you for being nice to them. You want to know who racists hate more than the people they hate when they got race? The people that like them. They can't stand them. Because they want to control you. Why y'all letting people control y'all over here? Say what? I thought we in America to be free. Don't you be in America not being free. Don't you dare. Because this is the freest place you're going to be. It's a little too free, but it's free. It's free. So like I said, you better know that there are people, and they'll die for it, but they'll stand. Well, and they thinking, damn, I'm risking my kids, but I want my kids to know. But I wonder, because my grandmama grew up with no racist bone in her body. So she tell you, I can't, she say it. I ain't gonna say all white people bad, because when a white man risked his life and his family's life to be there for my family in the midst of Louisiana and racism in the 20s. Talk to me about something like that and we can have a conversation. Because see, my granddaddy tell me, I know they pulled me out of school, didn't teach me how to read. I worked on the railroads. Emmett Till was my relative. I got no love for him. He used to say it. No, ain't no love, Trick. That's why when everybody was running around here, saying a house in ain't a bad thing, it is. And first of all house slaves weren't dark skin, light skin. To keep thinking they was putting all these pretty light skinned girls up in there. No, that's not what was going on. Don't y'all watch Imitation of Life and all these movies? Mammy and them was all dark skinned. They had to stop doing Aunt Jemima dark because Aunt Jemima represents an inside cook. She was dark. The cooks were dark. All that that is trying to separate us in torture that we went through. So we so separated as black people that we bother to say if you was inside getting beat or raped, it was okay than being outside. No, Pony. It was all bad. There's no good seed in that room. They had your man attack you. There's no good seed in that room. That's no good seed in that room. And look at it, even back then when we was being beat, we was still taking care of people's kids, making sure they eat. Nobody was poisoning nobody. Because I would have been Django. Sorry, not sorry. So like I said, let's rise. We've evolved. You want to go backwards, you go on back there. But I promise you, remember, the same oppressed people ain't back there. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. And it'll start the revolution. And you have to understand the revolution means every race comes together against one race. And you notice what race that is. So y'all don't want revolutions. Let's stop. And it won't be televised. People will not be coming on here to broadcast you their next move and who aligned with who. Let's have peace. We already almost in World War III, and that's going to be the war where the government gets into it so bad that they get, and y'all know how that goes. We won't even see it coming. Let's get it together. Let's get it together. That's all I'm saying. Not trying to be preachy, not trying to teach. I'm just trying to be real. Like, dang. Half y'all ain't listening to the preacher anyway, so I don't know why we be talking preachy. That's the last person anybody listening to. I can't. And like, why? I got that much time. Even when I think back, I'm like, dang, you was that mad. You need to do something better, and I did. That's right. I was taught to respect people, and I was taught it so much that when my mom would go get her friends, she'd say, "This is my white friend. This is her friend." My mama has friends of all races. I call aunties. I've been calling them aunties since I was shorty. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about friends who have been there. I've seen my whole life. Great people. They would never. It's not even a discussion. But I ain't never seen my mom, and she, trust me, she's been militant. She's been part of the movement. She come from the era. But it taught her to give self-love because that's why we ever had. See, the Klan was formed to take down black people and destroy them. The Panthers was born to protect and empower us because we weren't even protected by the law. That's it. Know the truth. Know the truth if you're going to fight it. And when they dismantled the Panthers by destroying and slaughtering them, when they did and slaughtered the Panthers, you're surprised we had to form gangs? Who was rocking for us? If the Klan is at inaugurations and votings, the police are slaughtering you, who is with you? Who's protecting you? If they hurting all the white people that want to stand up and say, hey, this is wrong, So now they just shutting up because they like, I'm just tired of getting beat up my dog myself. They knowing like, dang, if they doing this to us, I know they on their neck. So please, please, during George Floyd, other countries said, I'm tired, America, of what y'all doing to the black people. When does it stop? That's not a pity party. That's a fact. That's why people do what they do on here and then say, oh, well, I only did it because they got an excuse. No, just racist. I'm racist. Say it. Say it. Say it loud and proud like you're being racist. Don't give me that token. I could just read it. Because if you want to, let's read the things you've done. That should mean you shouldn't be calling nobody nothing. But grateful that they didn't turn them and every one of their children born against you. Yes, it is. Segregation is just that. I come from a city that's segregated. I know. It's just that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because they do that to separate you from blacks, to make you say, I'd rather y'all not talk about me, and I zip my lips on stand. That's why a lot of people don't stand up, because they're like, man, you know the ridicule people going to get. They're going to tell me I'm this. They're going to tell me I'm that. They're going to tell me I'm this. This is the same country said, if you got one drop of black, you black. Because that's how much they want to turn you away from you. But then half the people shouting out white power don't even realize that through their body ain't just one race. But they don't know, because we don't even look into ourselves. We don't even know where they come from. They ain't even germ. You running around hating the same hate group you pumping wouldn't even let you in. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I mean, just like I said, even when I think of the Jewish people, the Native Americans, the Mexican people, the things that have went on in this world. I mean, even like I told you when we watching back on Panama, I mean, just know what has happened. I know how we have, not we, but the same people that are holding the judgment of everybody. I mean, we got to crap around this world, but it's okay because everybody didn't. They didn't. They didn't. Like I said, I got mixed granddaughters, two mixed granddaughters, and I don't have to describe that every time because they're my granddaughters. And were we taking a racial background or something? Are we going into like I mean, is it just so we can know where they came from? Because that's the only way I want to know about the DNAs and all that. But you know, they race or whatever. But anyway, my granddaughters are granddaddy girls. Like my ex always gonna come to see my grandbaby because he wants to make sure he has a relationship. So even if it, the one in Texas, he's gonna want to do that because he's been in the part of our lives for a long time. But the grandfathers, oh, they don't love like I love the side of you that ain't black. They love them. They lose their mind. They heard you say, I mean, lose their mind. They love them. They want to know about the things that make them and their family so that they can celebrate it with them. That's love. Because somebody got a mixed family member they turned on because they can't stand that race, and you put it in there and now they're mad. And now they're mad. And they're going to tell you, because you know what the race is going to tell you. You know how many generations it takes to shake black and Asian about your family line, your bloodline? You're going to be seeing them black traits for the race. That's why they put into the rules that 1% of black made you black. Because they knew how hard it was to shake that. That's why it was a crime to mess with. Don't you get these, don't you? Yeah, but know your history, sweetie. You know where you going. You don't know what shape. I don't know. I don't know. And I didn't make this stuff up. It's facts. Is that my little sister? I thought I saw my little sister 6 bowls, but that's not. I just saw S behind that pop up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. God loves everybody. He made everybody. He made them different so you could learn to love them. Because what we do is we'll sit around and talk about how people don't accept us and they don't this us, but we're not accepting to people. We want to be heard and we're not listening. We want to be seen, but we can't see what's going on right in front of our face. But when you wake up, when you woke, then you realize. And so that's just it. How could God love you and hate me? What would make you think that? That's just like when people tell people God hate gays. He don't hate nothing. That's the truth. Even when we at our worst. I'm sitting here shitting on these people. God don't hate them. God know every day they wake up, they got a chance to change the same shit I'm talking. He know it. He know it. And he know if they will or they want to. He know. But he still love them. That's the fact. So if anybody telling you something different about God, they telling you a lie. Once again, it's to separate you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's the truth. I mean, let me tell you something. My grandson live hundreds of miles away. And I ain't seen him. And every night, there's a part of me go to sleep empty. Mm-hmm. I have a grandson I may never meet. Every night I go to sleep empty. So trust me, I understand that. And especially when I think about how cold this world is and he ain't got an OG like me somewhere close. I ain't saying that the others ain't. I just know I'm one of them people. If I want it done right, I got to do it myself. I got to come up in the mix and find out. But don't worry to God. I trust he got me. I know. And every day I can say maybe I'm a day closer, not a day farther apart. It's that simple. But my grandson ain't. My one grandson, I'm just about to get out there now. Because like I said, first I was out of town. You know what I'm saying? And then I went out there. That's a whole nother story. But in the end, the second thing is then I've been getting myself together, getting into a place, getting, you know what I'm saying, getting myself secure, getting my dog secure, getting my health secure. So I could do that. And that's what I'm going to do because time is of the essence. So, yeah, about meeting some. Yeah, on purpose. Because if he made us all the same, we would never appreciate nothing, especially not even ourselves, because it was just all the same. We're not. We all are totally different, even if we all walk through the same path. That's like any of my parents who got multiple kids. If you got multiple kids, you can raise them all the same, doing the same thing. They're all different. And some of them see what happened in different ways. Some of them made it better, some of them made it worse. They're different. Nothing's going to make us the same, even if we do the same and go through the same things. And we all have a different purpose, a different meaning, a different reason, and they're going to have a different walk. And that's it. That's it. That's it. Mm-hmm. It made him in his image. And like I said, just like he live in you, bad live in you. Now choose which one you pick every day. That's on you. It's the choice. It's that freedom, that free will. She is. She is. She is. I love him. Tomorrow, you know, I go to the zoo with my other granddaughter. So like I said, I thank God for what he is. And that when I thought this never gets better, this world is so cold, he showed me the light around me. And it helped my light shine. Love saved me when hate was taking me down. I was built on hate because I know this world. I've seen this world. Things have happened to me. I've done things. And I was built on hate. But love saved me. Love is what always held me. So I was born with love. But it was hate always around me. Of the world. But such is life, right? But all of it got you who you got right now. So I'm grateful. Because I'm balancing myself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In this America, most of us do. Even when they ain't trying to tell you. Even when they ain't trying to tell you. Mm-hmm. The human race, right? So many. I tell you, and I be with so many races, and I mean, I'm close with them, and they about it, whatever, they all that. Because I only mess with royalty as far as I'm concerned. real kings and queens, real go-getters, real boss moves and all that. But at the end of the night, and I tell people, it's like the United Nations around me. Honey, it's everybody. That's why y'all will catch me. I got so much respect. I respect everything. Like, even when we were at the daycare, we celebrate it all. Hanukkah, Ramadan. It's respect. Everybody ain't the same, but respect. Y'all hear me? If y'all hear me can't walk into the store, I'm always gonna greet them. No, assalamu alaikum. I'm not a Muslim. But where am I hurting anybody and to greet them? Greetings on to you. Where am I hurting you? Where am I hurting somebody else by saying that? Where? Where? I respect people's religion. And just like on this YouTube, I know the history of those too. You can't be dyslexic and have learning curves and think that the world gonna hold things from you, baby. You're gonna find a way to get that information. You're gonna find a way to keep learning. Let me tell you, I used to watch the House of Representatives and the Senate all day long. Like, literally. They in, I'm watching. I don't give a damn if they're in there 10 hours. I'm watching the whole 10. Because everybody can tell you dumb. If you dyslexia, you stupid. You got learning curves, you're stupid. You got an IEP, you're dumb. And I'm not. And I got geniuses around me. So you think they weren't teaching a trick? Told you, my mother and my sister said we'll challenge your vocabulary by teaching you a word completely. If you gonna use it. Because we'll up your vocabulary. So like I said, yes. Yes. Oh, I know that. Oh, I know your parents are beautiful. I know your parents are beautiful. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I love that. I love that. And that's why you can be a real person. Because you just been waiting for people like, why is this so foreign to people being nice? Why is not being a racist a bad thing? Like, why? I have to be racist because I'm black, I gotta hate white people? No, I don't. No, I don't. And just because they white, they ain't gotta hate me. You know? And we gotta stop thinking racism is just black and white. I have no idea what that was. Yeah, it's not. Racism is ignorance. And it hurts more people than it helps. So we just have. And then sometimes, like my twin did, so I go off of it because whatever she is, I am. But anyway, the thing about it is, for me, is a lot of people came in here, like your original when you came in here. Y'all didn't come in here like original because America is not made up of original people. Just like somebody came and took it over, everyone was brought here. Sorry, not sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Stop thinking y'all came here. They was brought here. Big ass ships of Italians, the French. We all was brought here. So most people, they don't just say, "Oh, you're from France. What part?" You just know he was on that ship from France. He from Italy. What part? Italy. And they gave you names. All us names. This wasn't even your original name. So some people, what they telling you is whatever they put in the account. So they done made up a whole system to tell us where we from. Yeah. What you think they stopped in one part of Africa and grabbed people? They stopped all over. How did you know when you got there who came from where? Because they wasn't bothering to see where our tribal marks showed us who we were. They weren't investigating to find out what made us this. They were just going through and grabbing people. So you think they were stopping and then like, oh, hold on. He's exactly longitude 30 degrees, latitude. That's where he's from. They don't know. You paying for what they telling you. Because they forgot to tell you there's no such race as Arabic people. But they telling you the truth. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. That's what I'm talking about. We have most of us are. We a melting pot. Where everybody talking about beating their chest, they so pure. Pure what? Because the only thing we pure with is semen and eggs. That's what all us came through. Other than that, y'all can tell me something else. Go tell somebody else. They don't want to hear it. I don't care how conscious y'all are. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of it. All of Marion, somebody better tell them. Everybody, go back to Africa. I'm gonna need you to go back to your country because you ain't coming from here neither. Ooh, they get mad if you say it. They get mad if you say it. Because in their mind, they just woke up and was planting up out of the ground. They was just coming up out the ground. Come on, Christopher Columbus got here and he didn't even know you could eat animals. They was sleeping with pigs. The queen had told them you don't bathe to show you. Baby, they say cleanliness is next to godliness. They was in there filthy. They ran through what we call Hawaii and wiped out the whole original people. Like, what? What y'all talking about? You came here, this your land. Oh, okay. Maybe your ship got here first. I don't know. But look like we all was taken from home. I better stay up. Yeah. He says, I can't believe I'm still on here. No, I ain't fan of nobody. Like I said, even though I'm giving y'all history, I can still laugh because I knew this and it didn't make me judge. I had to go through this, but come on, y'all. Like these aren't secrets to the world. Any of y'all ever watch the Gangs of New York? The movie? Since some of y'all don't know history, let's just go to the movies. I'm gonna send y'all to some movies to know. Y'all ever watch the movie on the Cuban Missile Crisis? Y'all watch anything. Because these are the closest to the real Spurs. You're gonna be like, wait, this was going on? They was okay with this? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's what most people where they were separated. Wasn't no guarantee. And here's the thing: just like when they bringing these immigrants in right now, sometimes they bring them in. By the time they get here, half your family is dead. They didn't make it through the trip. So who the hell are we claiming you to? Who? So if there's a baby on there and we didn't know who your mommy and them was actually, and another woman holding you, I'm claiming her to your family. You get what I'm saying? Whoever I house you with, that's your family. If they would, think about it. Most of us got our names from wherever you went. So if you worked for the Smiths, you was a Smith. If you blah blah bleedy blah blah blah. So how are you gonna later get my information? Did you, when you were kidnapping me, did you stop and get it? Were you, as you put people on the ship, were you stopping them and saying, "What's your last name? How many sisters you got? How many brothers? Your father was married before, or like as he married your mom? You got a birthmark. You left-handed. Oh, how they got all this information now? But then we'll go get a thing that's telling you everything. Everything they want you to think. Everything. I can't not ain't I won't. I can't not ain't I won't. I can't not ain't I won't. Mm-hmm. And slavery was a part of this world. Like I said, a lot of people were slaves. Blacks weren't the only ones slave. We're here, we were the worst slave in this country. But slavery, like I said, the Farmers Act was going on in the 90s and Mexicans were living still being enslaved. Yes, I mean, so you have to know the history of this world. There's countries right now they still slaving. Literally. Right now. Right now. Mm. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. People don't even think about what they're saying. People are kind of 1492, Columbus told the ocean blue. Let's finish it off. He wore a women's uterus on his head. He had them prepare all that food for them, and they didn't eat a bite. Sorry, not sorry. They spread chicken pox through there. People let them in. This whole couple of ships of people. They ain't never seen these renegades walking in with pigs and all this stuff. And they're like, are they eating the pigs? And like, nah, we don't eat the pigs. But it's gonna be somebody tell you because they're the same race as Christopher Columbus that they are. What? What? Baby, sit down somewhere, please. Just go somewhere. Just stop. Just stop. That don't make you Christopher Columbus. Girl, sit down. He ain't do nothing. He was a worker for the queen. You better know what y'all talking about. Like, he was a nobody. It's just what you depend on. You want history to tell you about it. Oh, gangs in New York is good, but girl, did people see all them kids that was running? That was really going on, honey. All them kids was abandoned. They was running through them streets, honey. And half of them fighting was young. Somebody go watch the Gangs of New York. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. And freaking tastic movie. Then when you're done, I need you to go watch the movie on the Cuban Missile Crisis. Just go watch a movie. Go watch Rosewood. Go watch Rosewood. Go watch it. Start watching about what's going on in everybody. So you'll see, woo, we was bucking through here, weren't we? Think how bad they was treating the Irish one of them. And look, nowadays they don't even want to give them they parades when they getting too drunk. They celebrate too much. Did you see what y'all was doing to them back in the day? After y'all brought them here? Because remember, they brought us all here and then tortured us and told us to take away from our pride and take away from who we were. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, Schindler's List, great one. Ooh, y'all keep on naming these good movies. Yes, 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 yes. Dang it. Oh, yes. Sorry, my buddy left their bed. You came off your throne? You know I like people on thrones. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you and welcome out. I told you around here, the only way we in the bushes, y'all, we going to war. Now, if we go up in somebody's bushes, we in there for war. But the funny thing is, we in the bushes let them know. Because right now, when you ain't here, you just on the throne, you're making decisions, you're listening, you're observing. And so, thank you. Thank you for coming out. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for bringing in your crown. Thank you for coming in. I love when the crowns come out. Because, see, YouTube doesn't want the subscribers to feel like they got to hide. that they can't say something because they might not be saying what you agree, or they might agree and they scared somebody gonna see them. That's not what it's supposed to be. So thank you. I love it when they come out. I do. I do, I do, I do. And then when your name is one of my favorite things. I love baked beans and hot dogs. It's one of my happy places. I'm a foodie. I'm a foodie in the ambulance. You know, everything leads me to food. I'm sorry. It just does. I am a foodie. I really am. I really am. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, yes. But yes, y'all. So, and that's the thing. Yes. Yeah. And that's the thing. The history is how we got here. The past sets the present to set us for the future, and that's it. So that's all we can do. And we can be better than the past because we watched them mess up. And some of us messed up because we're older. We messed up too because we didn't know no better. There was nothing no different. Like I said, when I was growing up, there was not homosexuality on TV, and it wasn't that, and it was taboo as hell. Huh? I don't know why he would do that. Well, go take it. I don't know why he would do that. But you got to be careful opening that back door because he'll try to slip out what you need. Yeah, he must have thought I was back there or something. All right, but yeah, but now, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, they do, and they'll show it. People that know it, they'll say it. They'll reference it all on movie. Like for example, when I was young, I used to think, how come no matter what black movie I watch, Boys in the Hood, Men's Society, there is a Caucasian with a line in the movie. But I can watch TV shows and movies that are Caucasian and be on for years, and not one black person comes in the show. Not once. They don't walk through. Like what? But if we're imitating life, where do you live where you ain't seen nobody? But here's the thing: there are pockets of the world where there ain't gonna be one black person there. Like they don't come through. They know not to move through there. They don't talk about there. In the world, don't know it. Everybody got a town in their city where they can tell you, like, or they stay where they go. Oh, well, we know. Yeah. I don't even mess with us. You know it. It's just what it is. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I've enjoyed this too. That's why I said, y'all, I'm still on here talking. And I'm like, I gotta go watch this Juicy Gone. I don't have no excuses. And I want to review because I want to see what everybody got to say. Because I mean, we'll watch this dark stuff on here and talk about it for days. I mean, I don't want to hear nobody telling me the show was a little too raunchy now. Let's at least get it back to the TV. Yeah. Like, let's talk about it. It does because we don't stand up and make a change. And a lot of us don't want to accept that that was history. So it keeps recycling it. Just like when we do something wrong, you'd be like, how come I keep having this same mistake? Because until you learn from it, you're going to keep having it. So if we're not even willing to address that it really happened, then how are we going to fix it? So if people say that never happened, wasn't nobody being beat about cotton? Didn't nobody get hung for this? Wasn't nobody just because of this? What? If as long as you're saying that and it really happened, you are taking away from the fact that that happened. That don't make it right. It don't mean you did it. It don't mean you okay with it. But note it happened. And it'll make people separate. Like I said, nothing against Jewish people. I love the Jewish people. I love how they rose. And Hunty, I believe they are the treasury. And people say that's disrespectful, but Hunty, I do believe it. And like I said, they took it, but then they had to separate. And that's why a lot of them, they stick only together. Because sometimes it's gonna happen because you're like, no, 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 I don't want nothing in here. Because you're trying to wipe us out. Still I rise. Still they rise. Still they rise. Tortured for only being Jewish. So, I'm gonna say, the indigenous people, we took their whole land and won't even call them American. They indigenous to what then? We let it be known they was here first and still won't even give them credit for it. And then some of us still call them Indians, knowing Christopher Columbus was looking for India and he ain't land nowhere in India. So why are we disrespecting them and call them Indians? That's not disrespectful. We are. The same reason we call people from the Middle East Arabs. And that's a racial slur. We gotta get better, y'all. We just gotta do better. Same reason we say all Hispanics are Mexicans. All Asians are Chinese. Well, we just be on some bullshit. There's some bull. We just have to stop. Listen, read, pay attention. Just pay attention. People get mad when I say, because they always think, one, because you're black, they automatically think you're a Democrat with some racist stuff in itself. Because they automatically think that they're all. But I know a lot of black Republicans. I know. First of all, blacks were the original Republican. First of all, first things first. Second things second. People that usually are Republicans are people who are in different financial brackets, and they've made it that way. The Democrats fight for the poor, and they don't really fight for them. And the Republicans fight for the rich, but they mean the elite, not even the rich. But that's a whole other part. But automatically people think you're a Democrat because you're a Republican. But if this is what I know, people are like, oh, look what your boy Biden doing, and Biden. No. Not my boy. One. Two, I thought my country said my president had to be competent. So forget just what the Democrats doing. Why ain't nobody stopping him from being out here? Because he damn sure ain't competent. And that's one of the qualifications of the president. I'll wait. But ain't nobody answer that one for me. Because like I told y'all about the lawyers, quit thinking they ain't working together. United, we stand. Divided, we going to keep falling, failing, and losing. That's it. And when you think about the elitists, I'm going to tell you a secret real quick. They ain't all black. And ain't even all from America. And they only make up about 4%. You ain't on the list. You ain't on the list. Whether y'all know or not, Bin Laden was on the list. He had enough money and oil. He was on the list. You ain't on the list. Yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here because they ain't gonna shut me down. They gonna stop me. Let me get up out of here. I know where I'm at. The world. Let me stop. Because she's against us. I love my country. I love my country, but I gotta know it to love it. Because love means I know and I still love you. I know my country. That's it. No one's better than another. No one's better than another. Well, let me stop. I'm like, oh, she getting too deep. Don't you go political. So let me shut up. Let me shut up. Hey, let me stop. They gonna go. They gonna be girl. What she say? I'll make people think. Did I tell you they banned John Lennon because he made people think? All right, y'all. Let me get up out of here. I don't want to get banned. I don't want to get banned. That's my country. They're like, ma'am, at your friend her. What are you talking about her? I was saying something. I'm saying. Y'all know me good. Y'all know me. And go watch Enemy of the State. Like I said, y'all go watch some good movies because they telling us. They tell us. Just like they be telling us about these aliens here, and we be like, it's just fake. It's a good movie. Nah, they here. They here. They running it more than you know. Yeah, the Bible tells you it's part of the life. It was. See, the things that men did in it, though, was the difference. And slavery would give you labor because remember, this world was built on bartering. We didn't have money to exchange. So it was work, labor, all this. Slavery is a part of history. Like I said, slavery is still going on to this day. But when it became that, it's yes. Yeah, it's a part of it, though. That's what I said you got to understand through history. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Even the white man in America got slavery from Africa. They were already trading people that they felt were less worthy, but they weren't trading them because they looked and they just felt they was like, "Where we came to your village, we took over. Now you're gonna do this labor for us." So, like I said, it was passed on and passed on. So when we speak of it, you got to know it. But what they did in America with it would change the game to slavery. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, I mean, they were tortured in Africa though, because you go look into that. Like, I mean, like if you watch The Woman Queen, they were the biggest traders with the British and everybody else on trading slaves from Africa, their own people. So not from their village, but from their country, their continent. Well, their country, you know what I'm saying, or from the continent. They were going all through there, and they still do. So I mean, I know history. I'm not making nobody better than the other. I just have to know where I'm going. I have to know where I came from. And I have to know how it started. And I have to understand, like, even when it comes to politics, I have to understand things. And like I said, during the pandemic, I looked. And then we had something that they said they couldn't control and they knew nothing about. But the only people unaffected were like that were them. And the only people still affected is us. And I stand for the people because I am the people. I am part of this democracy. That's it. That's it. And I want the best for it. You know? And if not, let's just get to planting the seeds because somebody took all the seeds out. They messed up the harvest. I don't know if a bunch of mice came through and ran through the fields. Ain't that what happened when you got fields? If those mice come through, they ruin the harvest, right? Them field mice. Ain't that what take over fields? Or droughts? Well, we don't say it all happened, check. So we're going to need to replan. But I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I will be back. We definitely going to review that show because I really want to set it for. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry for keeping y'all this long. Dang it, I've been here 3 hours. Oh my God, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I did not come on to hold y'all. Y'all got things to do. It's Sunday. It's fun day. Y'all supposed to be kicking me. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here because I want to watch the show because I want to get back and talk about this. And you know we nightcapping tonight to laugh into the new week, and that's it. But yeah, because I worked the last 2 Sundays, so we only did one pajama jam the last few Sundays. But I'm here. I'm home. I'm talking. I'm this. I'm sorry. After this 3 hour, I don't even know. I'm like, dang, should I get one? I'm like, I'm tired of being here. But this was a different one. This one's pajama jamming love day, fun day, Earth Day, Sunday, History Day. I mean, whatever. We did it. We do what we want. We wear crowns around here. Yes, great movie. Phenomenal movie. Because people want to take you back that they were a traitor, but what you have to understand, and not only that, they gave honor in Africa to women, and we all know what to this day still goes on with lots of women in Africa. But being violated. And these women are beasts. And here's something I'm about to tell y'all. You want another history fact? And y'all go test it if you think I'm lying. So who in here loves Wonder Woman? These Amazon women, right? The characters of Wonder Woman come from this real army that comes from the 1800s because they were compared like Amazon women. They were said that these women were built like I said, their nails were weapons. They could climb shit. They could run. They were strong. They could whip that knife. They could fight. They could decapitate a man in one swing. They were unbelievable forces. So Wonder Woman's image is not of those women because, some of them kind of rough. They warriors. But they made Wonder Woman and gave us that image of Wonder Woman, but she comes from that. So note your history. Know that every time y'all telling us we nothing, you're mimicking our lives, what we've brought out here, what we brought to this world. But yeah, that's where they come from, those women. Fiercest army in Africa. But the pride, they taught them love. They taught them to love their country, their king, who they were. And in that, they also had to learn, we got to stop selling our people. Like, you got to. They trade and they went into what we still, because you know all the stuff that come from Africa. Y'all still know it. Africa's still the motherland for us all. Remember that. That continent is all of our motherland. Remember that. Remember when it's all said and done, that's the stronghold. Africa. But anyway, but yeah, they had the coconut oil and all this stuff, but they decided to go with what they had, their resources, instead of using their people so much. But yeah, like I said, watch these movies, learn something. If you don't get it out the one thing, keep doing like y'all do when y'all go Facebook stalking people and Instagram stalking. Just keep going. Go read the next book. Go see the next thing. Go see what they saying. So if you don't find none on Rosewood, just go look up at what the government's saying. Go look up his speech. Go look at the pictures of who was around him promoting him in. And it'll tell you what Florida was doing back then. Like I said, but we've learned today, and we've learned a lot about each other. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were amazing and strong, and most of them were rejected women. So they either couldn't be married, they had they couldn't be married, their fathers and stuff didn't want them. They were defiant, so they wouldn't be as submissive as women, or because they had been taken from their village, where in their village they were just raped daily, and they were tired of being raped. So the king had two rules. They could never lay down or be married with nobody. He didn't want to mess with nobody. So they couldn't be pregnant. They couldn't be none of that. Just like he had a rule. No man could be in the kingdom. Period, past dark. So when you see the men that was around, they seemed like they were gay men back then. No, they were just men who had been, their privates had been taken off. They had no privates. So there was no way they were going to stimulate nobody, because the king didn't want to mess with one of his wives. Because the king had like 20 wives. But y'all go look into this for yourself now. Y'all go look. And they was coming from Britain. They was running over there. The Dutch, they was running over there. They were buying women to lay down with, because the ones that they didn't want to be soldiers. Because once you didn't want to be a soldier, you could be sold. And that meant you knew what the white man was coming to get you for. Or the black man who got there. Those are facts. But that's history. It was part of what was going on. Great movie, though. I love ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I want an ice cream sandwich. I want a Neapolitan. Does anybody eat Neapolitan ice cream sandwiches, or do I just like those? Because a lot of people hate those. I don't like Neapolitan ice cream, because if I get Neapolitan ice cream, I just really like to eat the strawberry and chocolate. I never eat the vanilla. I don't know why. Because when I like vanilla ice cream, I just like vanilla ice cream or vanilla ice cream with like chocolate syrup on it. But other than that, I do not like vanilla ice cream. Just eating plain vanilla ice cream. It's too plain. But I love a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich. Oh yeah, so let's see. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. But remember, the king, who was the king by the time when he reinforced, because in the beginning of their tribe, it was a brother and sister, and they were the king of that country. But when things changed, they said, "Oh no, ain't gonna be no woman king." So basically, but they still, had their little rules. But anyway, the brother who was king before the brother, when you watch the movie, that brother sold his own mother, sold his mother in slavery. He didn't care. When his brother became king, he had a softer part like his ancestors, and he understood that there was going to be a woman who would be just as king. She would have that same, and see, he didn't know it was going to be a girl, but he knew she was loyal, and he trusted her. And that, like in real life, he trusted her. Like the movie gonna give you Hollywood, but in real life, he trusted her. And his trust made him realize that what he felt inside, which because he didn't, he thought about his mother being slave. He didn't want, so his whole thing to make him feel better is he wouldn't slave anybody who came from his part of Africa. He wasn't slaving them. He wasn't selling them in slavery, but he was going through every village that they was grabbing them. They didn't care, and definitely if you came through that village, because the villagers was coming through there taking their women from their village, not the women in the kingdom. They were taking their women. And so, because that goes on all through Africa, so they come through, they take your woman, or they take the women, they take your young boys and make them soldiers for them. They slaughter your family in front of you and leave you with nobody. A lot of that was going on, and he was doing it. I mean, that still goes on in Africa in parts to this day, like because it's how that's the only way it's been. It's nothing different. So there are still what do you call them, militia groups in Africa, where on the gates they have skeleton heads, and these are real heads, just like in that kingdom. They got the real heads of their enemy. They don't play that. That's why, don't you notice in all the wars we go, African American don't be shooting through Africa like that. Well, we know back in the day, Bin Laden trained Somalia to fight us. And we still protected getting him and his family up out of here after September 11th. Girl, y'all don't get me started. They cut me off. They gonna cut me off. And in the worst part, they gonna cut me off just like these people. They gonna cut me off while I'm telling facts that actually happened in our face. I ain't make up none of this stuff. It's right in our face. He trained them. He trained a lot of people out there. Somalia, all through there. Afghanistan, he trained them to fight us when we come. And we out another movie I'm gonna send y'all to go watch Black Hawk Down. And then when you done watch Black Hawk Down, go watch the real life Black Hawk Down, not the movie for Hollywood. And what you'll see is they are telling you he was training them for months before that. They knew that, but they were so hard up for that dude and some. You know what? I can't. I'm not doing this. It's not tonight because I will talk history. I hated history for a long time because I thought it was boring. But you are meant to do that so that you don't realize what's going on right in front of you. History is the key to know, because you gotta know. And then once you know, filter through it. Don't get aggravated. Realize how far we came, but you just gotta know. You just gotta do that. Get understanding. Get understanding. Okay. Yeah, I know The Woman King was on Netflix, but y'all know how Netflix plays something for a couple months, then dismiss it. I think it was on Netflix. I know it's on Prime. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's your king. He's your king. A queen deserves a queen king. And behind every great man, you already know what's standing right there. Not behind him, beside him. A girl, a queen. A king can only have a queen. And a queen can only have a king. So trust me, that's your king. They complete you. They were made for you. And I tell to all the ladies, even if you had them for a day, thank God you felt that. Because we all need to know that there was a king made for me. Ain't nobody tell me nothing different. So yes, y'all, let me get out of here before I look up and it's 4 hours and 31 minutes in. And I still haven't watched The Dawn. So let me go watch that. I love y'all. And I'm trying not to jump on the phone as soon as I get out of here. And I'll talk to you later. See ya. See ya. Enjoy, June. We'll call it detention. I feel like we did a Saturday detention. Oh my goodness. It was way more fun though. I love you. Bye. See ya.